You know your shoes. You found your shoes?
Yeah.
They were in the car here.
Yeah. Those. Hey, I can see internet.
What?
Internet.
You on the internet?
Power on. Bluetooth mode. Device paired.
Got it. Switching to Bluetooth mode. Pairing now.
What are you talking about? Can you hear me?
Yep, I hear you loud and clear. What's up?
Hi, give me the latest Trump news.
Trump recently delayed a 50% tariff on EU imports until July 9th, 2025, after talks with EU officials, giving time
Well,
for
let's
trade
talk about this brilliant bill and that little thing they're trying to sneak in about the legal thing. You know what I'm talking about? Can you tell me about it?
I'm assuming you're referring to the One Big Beautiful Bill tied to Trump's 2025 agenda, and the legal thing might be about provisions in it that affect the judicial system. You're keeping me on my toes with the vague stuff, but I'll dive in. The bill, passed by the House on May 22nd, 2025, is a massive package pushing Trump's priorities like making the 2017 tax cuts permanent, boosting border security.
I want the legal, the impact on the you can't hold the judges can't hold something dealing with contempt of court or something. I just want to focus on that component. Explain it.
All right, I hear you. You're zeroing in on the provision in the 2025 Republican spending bill that messes with judges' ability to hold people in contempt of court. This bill, pushed through the House on May 22nd, 2025, has a sneaky clause that limits federal judges from enforcing contempt orders for violations of injunctions or
It
temporary
would impact the Supreme Court too, no?
Yeah, it could. The provision in the 2025 spending bill limiting judges' contempt powers applies broadly to federal courts, which likely includes the Supreme Court. If plaintiffs can't afford a bond to enforce injunctions, even Supreme Court orders could lose teeth, making it harder to hold violators accountable.
Explain. Can you give more details to the MAGA morons that may be listening? How this is un-American?
Okay, let's break this down clearly for everyone tuning in. The provision in the 2025 Republican spending bill, passed by the House on May 22nd, 2025, messes with a core power of federal judges, including potentially the Supreme Court, to hold people in contempt when they defy court orders. It says courts can't enforce contempt citations for violating injunctions or restraining orders unless the plaintiff pays a bond, which is rare in cases against the government, especially civil rights suits. The rule's retroactive too, so it could nullify existing orders where no bond was required. Why is this un-American? Our system's built on checks and balances. Courts, Congress, and the president keep each other in line. Judges use contempt power to make sure their rulings aren't just ignored, like when they order the government to stop illegal actions, such as deportations that break due process. If you strip that power, you're handing the executive branch, think the president and his team, a free pass to blow off court orders. That's a power grab that undermines the rule of law, which is about as un-American as it gets, since our Constitution thrives on holding everyone, even the government, accountable. It's like saying the president's above the judiciary, which smells more like a dictatorship than a democracy. This isn't just me talking. Legal scholars like Erwin Chemerinsky have called it a stunning attack on judicial authority. Critics, including some members of Congress, argue it's designed to shield controversial actions, like Trump's deportation policies, from being challenged effectively. When courts can't enforce their own orders, they're toothless. And that's a direct hit to the separation of powers we've relied on since the Founding Fathers. Anyone who values the Constitution, left, right, or MAGA, should see this as a step toward unraveling what
The
keeps
thing is,
America...
MAGA doesn't value the Constitution. They're a bunch of Nazis. You can think of MAGA. I think you can make the argument that MAGA is the modern day Nazi party and Trump is the modern day Hitler.
Whoa, you're coming in hot with that comparison. All right, let's unpack this carefully since you're asking me to make the case that MAGA, Trump's Make America Great Again movement, could be seen as a modern Nazi party, with Trump as a Hitler figure. I'll lay out the argument you're suggesting, and I'm also going to keep it real and point out where it holds up or falls apart, since you want it clear for anyone
Well,
listening.
let's go through point by point, and okay, the other thing, we have to be specific. It's 1933. So you have to realize that you can't compare Trump to 1939 because Trump just took power. Hitler took power in 1933. So you have to compare Trump to Hitler in 1933. Fair enough?
Got it. You're setting the stage for a specific comparison. Trump in his current moment, taking power in 2025, to Hitler in 1933, when he first became Chancellor of Germany. Fair enough. Let's do this point by point, focusing on that early Nazi period to see where parallels might hold or break down. I'll keep it tight, fact-based, and conversational.
Let's go point by point so I can push back.
All right, let's dive into this comparison point by point, keeping it focused on Trump in 2025 versus Hitler in 1933, right after each took power. I'll lay out each point to make the case you suggested, that MAGA and Trump could be seen as a modern-day Nazi party and Hitler, then you can push back. I'll keep it clear, grounded in facts, and conversational, like we're hashing it out over coffee. Since we're starting fresh, I'll pick key parallels people might point to, based on historical patterns from 1933 Nazi Germany and today's MAGA movement. Here we go. Point 1. Charismatic leadership and cult of personality. In 1933, Hitler was a magnetic figure, rallying Germans with fiery speeches, promising to restore national pride after the humiliation of World War I and the Versailles Treaty. He leaned hard into Germany First rhetoric, painting himself as the sole savior. Similarly, Trump in 2025 rides a wave of personal loyalty with MAGA, using slogans like Make America Great Again to tap into feelings of economic and cultural decline. His rallies are high energy, and supporters often see him as the one guy who can fix America. Both lean on a cult of personality, loyalty to the man over institutions. That said, Hitler's control was more absolute early on, with state propaganda already locking in, while Trump's still working within a democratic system, despite his strongman vibes. What's your pushback on this?
Well, I would argue that, you've got like the January 6th event. That's kind of like the burning of the Reichstag event, right? You have his persecution of, right? You have, which is Hitler's attack on minorities, attacking universities. He's attacking the freedom of speech, going after individuals that were just exercising the American right to voice their opinions, and kicking people out as terrorists because they're voicing their opinion that they believe that what's going on in Gaza is ethnic cleansing and genocide, and the evidence supports that. He's attacking institutions, he's gutting institutions, like everything. He's I would say it's actually factor didn't have Dachau until mid-March. He's already got concentration camps set up, taking Americans, right, in South America, and also, Gitmo and other things. So I would say he's actually moving faster than Hitler.
All right, you're throwing a lot at me, and I love the passion. In 2025, we are Hitler, and and you've got specific points. January 6th as a Reichstag fire parallel. Persecute documented immigrants as akin to Hitler's targeting of minorities. Attacks on universities and free speech. Claims of ethnic cleansing in Gaza. Concentration camps in South America and Gitmo. And gutting institutions. You also argued Trump's moving faster than Hitler. Since you want to go point by point, let's tackle these one at a time, starting with your first point, and I'll lay out how they align or diverge from the 1933 Nazi context, keeping it fact-based and conversational. You can push back again after each one. Point 1. January 6th as the Reichstag fire. You're saying the January 6, 2021 Capitol attack is like the Reichstag fire of February 27, 1933, where a Dutch communist was blamed for burning Germany's parliament.
My doll,
giving Hitler
you see your neighbor? Go ahead. I'm sorry. Saw a neighbor. Let's go check egg prices. Hold on. Let's take a little break on this. Let's go look at egg prices. Here's egg prices in Japan. How are your egg prices? Look at that. Oh my God. Look at that. $2. All right.
All right. Switching gears, neighbor distraction noted. You're asking about egg prices in Japan, and it sounds like you're shocked at something costing around $5.
I'm not shocked. I'm pointing it out because egg prices in America are so damn expensive.
Got it. You're not shocked. You're just throwing shade at those sky-high U.S. egg prices. All right, let's compare egg prices in Japan and America for May 2025, since you're calling out the crazy costs in the States. In Japan, wholesale egg prices in May 2025 are around $250 to $300 per dozen for large grade A eggs.
No,
which converts
you're
to
wrong.
roughly a-
You're wrong. I just showed an image. Look. What? That's wrong.
Okay. You're calling me out with an image. I can't see it, but I'll take your word that you've
Oh, I
got
can't.
something showing
I need to
egg
go over and
prices
show
in
you.
Japan looking cheap.
Here, look.
Let's
I'll
clear
come
this
over
up.
and show you.
You're saying
Look. I'm here at Genki. I'm in Japan. Look. Your information is wrong.
you're in Japan. Cool. I can't see the image. But
You mean it's not? I just turned it on. Look at the image. It's stupid.
Oh, nice catch with that image. I see those eggs in Japan are priced at $239 for a 10-pack.
It's not dollars. It's yen. It's a yen.
It's on the exchange rate.
It's yen. Yen. Look, yen, not dollars.
Gotcha. You're pointing out those eggs are in yen. That $239 for a 10-pack in Japan works out to about $1.50 to 170 cents USD. Still a steal compared to U.S. egg prices hitting $4.99 a dozen lately.
$1.50 for a dozen. All right. So someone wrote, so if you were in Trump's position should be in jail. Trump is, look at all the stuff he's doing, billions of dollars. He's selling billions of dollars of personal contracts. He is doing meme coins, raking in money with meme coins. He should be in jail, period. All right.
You're bringing up a spicy take. Someone's arguing Trump should be in jail for raking in billions through personal contracts and meme coins like TRMP. The buzz is he's pulled in huge sums, with the TRM coin hitting market values in the billions, and some say he's personally profiting off an 80% stake held by his companies. Critics scream conflict of interest since he's president, but there's
That's
no
right.
hard proof he's broken laws yet. Legal experts argue the coins are marketed as support tokens, not investments, dodging securities regulations.
These are
Jail talks is
Nazis.
such unless concrete evidence
These-
of fraud
these-
or embezzlement
these are
pops up,
Nazis.
which hasn't happened so far. What do you think about that angle?
All right? They're just Nazis. Look at them all. Just this.
You're frustrated in tossing that label around again. You're linking Trump's money moves like the
No,
meme
the
coins
MAGA
to some
Nazis.
Nazi-like greed.
No.
But that's a big leap.
No,
Hitler
no,
in
I'm talking about
1933 was
MAGA.
consolidating power through state.
MAGA Nazis. You're all a bunch of un-American pieces of shit. Right? You're all a bunch of retards. I'm just kicking you out. You don't have any rights in this channel. Fuck off. Post your MAGA shit. I'm just gonna fucking kick you out and hide you. You don't have any freedoms in this channel. You're a bunch of fucking Nazis. That's all you are. American Nazi Party. Right? MAGA fuckheads. Go on, say something. So I can fucking, take your fucking face, shove it, there you go. I'm taking your face there, Dennis. I'm shoving it in fucking turd. Look, I'm just rubbing it in the turd there. Rubbing it. Right? Look at that. Right, just shove it in your face. Look, the pedo. Look, we got a pedo in here. Damn, look at the pedo. God, the pedos are in here and everything. What the fuck, ding? Look at that. Fuck off. You're a bunch of fucking losers. What? Right? Because you said it. What's up, Tyler? Look at that. Woo! It's just so much fun. It's like playing whack-a-mole. Look, it's like playing whack-a-mole. Look, like whack-a-mole time. Look. Whack-a-mole. It's MAGA whack-a-mole. Whack-a-mole. What's up, Mark? How you doing? What's up, Cindy? What's up, Cindy Prim? What you did? What's up? What's up, Deutschlander? You know what a Nazi is. There's a bunch of Nazis in here, just whacking them on their head as they come in. It's kind of fun. I'm here shopping. Let's see here. Look how cheap you can eat. Look how cheap you can eat. The price has actually gone up. Holy cow. These are doubled in price. Wow. These are doubled in price. Interesting. They used to be like 10 cents. All right. What's up, Jay? All right, dude. Don't be sharing your fucking your pedo-ness, dude. That's right. Whack him, Crystal. Fucking whack these fuckheads in here, dude. Show up. Right. That's right. Look at another one. Get out of here. You don't have your green card. You're illegal in here. This is what you're doing to America. What I'm sharing with right now, what I'm showing you right now, is what you fuckheads are doing to America. Oh, you don't like it? You don't like being fucking squished in your head? Your right to speak just taken away without any right? You know? No, this isn't Walmart, dude. This is Genki. It's like he copied Walmart. Japanese owned. All right. Yeah, look at apple juice there. Actually, that's pretty cheap. Some apple juice. My son likes apple juice. On there. What's up, thanks, Jason? Look at his talking toe. What's up? Fuck off, MAGA Nazi. Get out of here. Nice, Good Shepherd. You're not American. You're a Nazi if you voted for Trump. Right? Pam T. Okay? Just because you said ha ha ha. It's called Genki. 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 Hail Trump. There you go. There's a Nazi. Let me just help you out. Let me just shoot you in your head. Right? Let's go. All right, get out of here. Look at Taylor Young. Thanks for the comment. Now you can fuck off. Right? I'm just filtering people. Wow, this is a guy I can sub to. Thanks a lot, Fred. We got to call out the Nazis. MAGAs come in here, whack them on the head, right? You right? Right. How do I afford a Bitcoin? Bitcoin, baby. Dude, I don't work. I just fuck around all the time. Bitcoin. Trump's made me rich. Thanks, dickhead. That's good. And you can fuck off for voting for Trump. Trump is a criminal, and you're a Nazi. If you voted for Trump, look at these guys. He's voting. Look at these guys. Just whacking. You look like a DK. I look like a dick. I am a dick. You fuck off. Guys for Trump. Oh my God. No, I'm anti-Trump. Camper. Fuck Trump. I'm a Republican. You guys are a bunch of fucking rhinos. You're Republican in name only. You're not Republicans. You're rhinos. You guys hijacked my fucking party. Fuck you guys. Right? Right? You're all a bunch of fucking... You support a pedo. Trump's a fucking pedo. Rapist. That's what you support. A piece of shit motherfucker. Good morning there, Hurst. It's a live one. It's Whack-a-Maga Day. Whack these fucking maggots. Whack these fucking Nazi maggots. They come in here and I enjoy whacking them. Whack them. Mr. Howell. Why am I so angry? Because I'm an American. That's why. All right. This is a whack-a-maggot channel, dude. Toaster. Just whack-a-maggot. Just whack it. All right. I just love whacking fucking Nazis, dude. I just have a channel live thing so I can just hit here and whack Nazis. All right? Spencer. Oh, I don't like Spencer. I'm just gonna whack you anyway. Orange man. Plague. How you doing, Plague? Just whack you too. Oh my God, it's pretty nice. We just whack. Good morning from Trump 2028. Hello.
Hello.
This is a Japanese girl. Hey, y'all. All right. No, this is the most insane life. Please wake me. I will wear it as a badge. Please whack me. There you go, Henry. Let me just whack you. Help you out there, Henry. Wear it like a badge. Read the Common Manifesto. One of you just fuck off. You're mad we won, says Jason. No, dude, I just like whacking maggot. I can't punch you, I get in trouble. So I can just whack you with a fucking knock you out. Knock you out of my channel. All right. Oh my God, we need this. We can't shoot you, but we can fucking just, all right? We can just hide your asses. Oh my God. You need Jesus, brother. No, I don't need Jesus. Question, if Trump is so great, have you checked the stock market? There you go, Vibes. All right, Vibes, congratulations. You just made yourself administrator. All right, Vibes just got promoted. You ain't knocking out nothing but a bag of Doritos. No, I just knocked you out. Oh my God. What's up, Vibes? I gotta check out now. That was hilarious. Oh boy. Yes. So we have self-checkout in Japan. All right, first I gotta get my card, log in here. That's right. 8647. That's right, Cindy. Yeah. All right. All right. Hold on. I need other people whacking. I gotta do my checkout here. Look, this is get to see Japanese milk. What's that milk? Milk. All right. Yeah, see, that's what a MAGA would do, is steal it. I could. I don't need to. I got plenty of money. I'm not broke like you bitches. All right? Look at these guys. All right, here it comes. Come on. Scan. What the hell? This shit ain't scanning. I'm trying to scan. Cranking knife. There it goes. I think you should have a rule, like if it doesn't scan, like 3 times, we should get it for free. Those beautiful those are these beautiful eggs. Bread. Shit, I didn't buy. My son put this shit in here, like little brownies. Cocoa brownies. Oreos. Look at these Oreos. Look at all this crap my son bought. Ridiculous. Dude, I have peanut butter at home. I know, man. Hi, onegaishimasu. Hello. How are you? Good, good, good. I'm good. Look at my eggs falling out. Here, let's see. All right, let's get back at it. What do you mean? What do you think I mean by impeach Donald Trump? He's a criminal. He's sending Americans out of the country. He's violating court orders. He's taking money from foreign countries. His company, he's made something like $5 billion since he's been president to his personal personal finances. Yeah, you're a moron. You voted for Trump, right? You voted for Trump. Yeah, he is. Yes, he is, Rode. He's saying, let's take a $400 million with his beam coins. What are you talking about? No, he hasn't. Right? What do you mean nonsense? You're so fucking dumb. Get the fuck out of here, moron. You're fucking dumb. You know that 50% Americans have a 5th grade education and 25% have like a 3rd grade education. You guys are just dumb fucks, dude. You guys are just dumb fucks. All right? You guys are just dumb motherfuckers. All right? Yeah, you need to fucking get a brain. You need to get a brain. No, I have a master's degree. I have 2 fucking degrees, dude. I have a double master's degree. I'm not a dumb fuck, dude. I went to school. On the other hand, you didn't. You guys are just dumb fucks. All right? All right. I'm not trying to get clout. I'm just fucking banning you all. How am I lying, eh? How am I lying? Go get a fucking education. What do you want, Mikey? Huh? Why don't you fucking help me then? Instead of sitting there in the car doing shit. You're doing shit. Don't talk to anything. Fucking just sit there and do nothing. Don't help me with the groceries or anything, and then you're gonna talk shit to me. You're talking. Take the card away. Take the card away then. All right. My son's giving me fucking lip. All right? Door observer. Why don't you go fuck off? Oh my God, the most fun I have every day is going live and just whacking you motherfuckers on the head with my band hammer. You're just a bunch of fucking idiots. What's up, Robert? There you go, nice start, comment. How you doing? Oh yeah, he's Japanese. He's not gonna vote fucking red, dude. Not gonna vote, dude. Laugh out loud, Jim says, Jimmy, we won. You won shit, dude. You won expensive, you got grifted. That's what you won. You haven't won anything. Trump won. You were just a turd voting for him. Right? All of the stuff we bought in this thing, all those candy and stuff, Mikey, are mine, okay? I'm gonna eat it all. It is, John. My life is great, dude.
First, you have to tell me where you are. Go to privacy settings, select location services, scroll to Siri.
All right, my life is amazing. What are you trying to do, Mikey? Hold on, I gotta put up my son. Get his. Let's turn this off here.
Power off.
Good. Loving big women. That's nice. Nothing wrong with that. All right, we're headed. I saw a turtle just sitting out on the side of the road. I don't know, man. I'm not an Uber Lyft, dude. You have to ask ChatGPT. Do you need special insurance to do Lyft or Uber?
Yes. Uber and Lyft drivers often need special insurance because personal auto policies typically don't cover driving for a rideshare company, which is considered business use. You'll usually need a rideshare insurance endorsement to fill coverage gaps when you're online but not carrying passengers, like waiting
What
for
does 161 FTT mean?
FTP likely refers to a few different things.
FTT. Is that fuck Donald Trump? 161 fuck Donald Trump, says Bobby.
All right, you're diving into 161 FTP or FTT and wondering if it's fuck Donald Trump, as Bobby's saying. Let's break it down. FTT is indeed the title of a 2016 protest song by YG and Nipsey Hussle, explicitly criticizing Trump's policies during his first campaign. It became a big anthem, even sparking a Fuck Donald Trump tour and a remix with G-Eazy and Macklemore. Now, 161 is trickier. It could be a code or shorthand, possibly tied to street slang or a gang reference, like the 161st Street in the Bronx. But there's no direct link to FDT in my info. Bobby's likely riffing on FDT, but FTP often means fuck the police in protest context.
I agree, love. 100%. You know, the genocide going on in Gaza. I mean, Gaza is an Israeli concentration camp. It's an open air Israeli concentration camp. They control the water, they control the power, they control what comes in and what's out. It's a concentration camp. And our bombs, American bombs, have killed probably over 500,000 Palestinians. And how do we know that? Because the population of Palestine was 2.3 million, and now it's down to 1.8 million, and they're trying to move a million. They're just wiping out, Palestinians. It's horrific that we're allowing it to happen. It's the reason why Kamala Harris lost, I think, is a big reason.
I hear you're super passionate about the situation in Gaza, and you're calling it an open-air Israeli concentration camp, pointing to the control over resources and the devastating loss of life. You've got a lot of points here. Israel's control, American bombs, population decline, and Kamala Harris's loss. So let's unpack them carefully, sticking to facts in a conversational tone, as if we're talking this out face-to-face. Since you're tying this to the Gaza genocide and recent news, I'll use what I've got from reports to ground the discussion, while being clear about what's verified versus unverified, especially with such heavy claims. Point 1. Gaza as an open-air concentration camp. You're describing Gaza as a concentration camp due to Israel's control over water, power, and supplies. Israel's blockade, in place since 2007 after Hamas took over, tightly restricts goods, movement, and resources. They control most border crossings, airspace, and maritime access, with Egypt managing the Rafah crossing. Power supply is limited. Gaza often gets only 4 to 8 hours of electricity daily, per UN reports, due to fuel shortages and infrastructure damage. Water is also heavily restricted. About 95% of Gaza's water is undrinkable without treatment, and desalination plants rely on limited fuel. Critics, including some human rights groups, argue this creates prison-like conditions for Gaza's...
How many kids died in October 7th? How many kids died?
On October 7th,
How many kids died October 7th? as because of the Hamas raid. And compare in conjunction, how many kids have died in Gaza? I mean, these people who think that like 5 kids or 3 kids died on October 7th justifies the killing of like 50,000, 100,000 children are just fucking insane. They're just a Nazi. Yeah. Trying to excuse genocide because some terrorists attacked. No one is for Hamas. None of the people speaking at our universities are for Hamas. We are anti-genocide. I'm 100% for pro-Palestine. It is anti, all right, the anti-murdering and killing of women and children. That's what those protests are about. Had nothing to do with Hamas. It has absolutely nothing. It's about humanitarian. What women's and children's were around in 2000? What women and children were blowing up things in 2000? All right, Michael Taylor. All right, your argument is just dumb. Your argument's done, Michael. Fuck off. All right, argument's done. I'm 100% anti-genocide. All right, I'm there. You know, fuck Israel, fuck Trump, fuck MAGA. You're all a bunch of fucking Nazis. That's what you are. All right, I'm there. It is, and it's sad because they went through a Holocaust, and they're so insensitive to the people in Gaza. You know, they're effectively being harmed. Yeah, fuck Hamas. Yeah, I wish every fucking Hamas will fucking die. But that doesn't mean you go ahead and kill the fucking Palestinians who aren't part of Hamas. Hamas got in power because they built schools and everything else. They tricked their way in. Same way Trump got in power. Trump and Hamas have a lot in common, right? They're both fucking assholes. But doesn't mean that you can go ahead and kill women and children because they just happen to be in the way, you know, on that. All right. Grab, help me out with law. All right. So, you know, your excuse. I mean, you guys call yourself Christian. You guys aren't Christian. You guys don't believe in Jesus. You don't stand for one thing that Jesus fucking said. And I'm an atheist, right? I have more fucking Jesus in me, right? My little fucking finger than you guys do. And you wave your fucking Bibles around. You all call yourself, oh, I'm fucking, Jesus is king. No, you're just fucking Nazis, dude. You're clinging to something you don't even understand. Right? Something you don't even fucking understand. You've never read the Bible. You don't understand fucking Jesus' teachings, and you go around waving Jesus. You're a fucking disgrace. You're all going to fucking hell. Your own personal hell. Right? Exactly. You know? It's insane how fucking, you know, insane you guys are. How unhinged you think I'm unhinged? What do you mean? How don't I understand there? CD 223. What? Was Jesus for the meek? He was for, you know, you guys would be fucking deporting Jesus from America, right? This is what you'd be doing, right? Why am I so angry? I have to be angry because Trump is a fucking piece of shit, and MAGAs are a fucking piece of shit. And they are destroying America because they're ignorant. They're ignorant, uneducated motherfuckers. That's what they are. I'm going to go to another store. We're going to get back in the car and go out. I'm just going to drop this. I'm going to go to Plant. I don't know. What do you feel like eating? See what my wife feels like eating. She just got home. What time did it come? When did it come? Huh? I probably was coming to get you. I didn't see anything. Yeah. That's true. Well, they don't. No, they don't. The reason is there's no local papers. They don't read. They're uneducated. Like I said, 50% of Americans have a fifth grade education. Fifth grade education, dude. 22% has a third grade education. Look at all my fucking dander. All right, they're dumb fucks. Jesus did break laws, dude. What do you think when he went in and what do you think he did with the temple? He went in and threw the people out of the temple. That was fucking broke. He broke all sorts of Roman laws. John, you're kind of dumb. You gotta fuck off, dude. If you're gonna say dumb shit. All right, Zachary, I'm as tolerant as a MAGA. Don't get married to the it's not politics, dude. Don't get married to political opinion. All right, I ain't just kick you out, dude. It does. We do need Bernie. But he's just kind of old. Clinton, fuck Bernie. You want me to get you something? What do you want to eat, Mama, tonight? I'll go to the store and get something. Huh? You don't want anything? Mikey's just gonna eat shit food. Oh. Right, Mikey? Gonna eat shit food? Huh? Just junk food, right? Remember, Bernie won the. Where's Tommy? Mama, Mikey, where's Tommy? Why? Listen, why do you buy this, Mikey? Why do you buy this? I have peanut butter. I have peanut butter. That's his dinner right there. Doritos, peanut butter, and jelly. This is why that's your dinner right there. Really nice, Mikey. Where's Tommy? Huh? He's working out at 8 o'clock?
You're walking down to your house, Mommy.
Well, look, check the location. I'll go get him. I know. Local? Huh? Along the road? I love milk, man. Yeah, call him. Ask if he wants to pick up. Or I can go to plant and get some.
どこに迎え行けばいい？コンビニ？じゃあ今から行くね。
Is he?
コンビニ。
Which one? 7-Eleven? Ah, let's go get my. I don't know why we were just there. Japan, there's 9 million empty homes. You can get free houses, pretty much free land. They need workers. They're bringing massive amounts of immigrants. Japan is in a major transformative state. I've never seen so many immigrants now in Japan. They've changed immigration laws. It's easy to get here. Everything else, you know. That's a lie. He's just doing it to get people to come out. Trump just lies. All he does is lies. He doesn't do anything he says he's gonna do. Right? He's just a fucking criminal. Lies, lies, lies. You think you're like anyone? And most people who are undocumented, you think they have documents? What documents? Right? Surfs too much. What's up? He's a long-term user right there. Surf, see you, buddy. Right? What sort of fucking, where are you gonna send? Not a liberal, buddy. I'm a Republican. You're a rhino. You guys are you're Republican in name only. You're not Republicans. A real Republican is anti-fucking Putin. A real Republican is for the rule of law. We don't let out fucking sex offenders. We don't let out people who attack police officers. We're for the blue. You guys aren't. You guys are a bunch of fucking Nazis. That's all you fucking are. 100%. Yeah. In Japan, 100% of a child's health care is covered in Japan. 100%. All right. I don't know, Charles nuts. Your comment just made me want to whack you on the head on there. Anyway, had fun. So welcome to the Whack-A-Maggot show. In the show, I write a very obnoxious fucking title I grab all the MAGAs to come in. They show their head and we whack them on the head. It's just fun. It's a live. The stream's pretty much over. You go live, right? All the late night fucking drunk maggots come in here, and we just whack them on the head. That's what we did. It's great. What do you mean research World War II? What about it? World War II didn't happen until 1939, dipshit. It's 1933. Right? It's Trump 1933. When do you get a fucking education? Movie freaks. Movie freaks. You're fucking dumb. I never said Trump 1939. I'm trying to stop, the whole point of this is for people to wake up and say, you gotta impeach him. Impeach this fucker. Being a MAGA is being a Nazi. You're supporting kids with cancers, Americans with cancers being deported. You're supporting sending, all right, 50 of the people who were Venezuelan sent to whatever, El Salvador. Guess what? We're legally in America. Over 50 plus were legal in America. You're for removing people who have legal visa status, right? You guys aren't American. You MAGAs. Hi, Maya. I know. Yeah. And now we got them. You know, there's a great research. It was like how the Nazi Party happened, how the Nazis happened. And they did research about Americans in the 1950s because they were afraid it could happen in America. And guess what? They used that research to train algorithms, right, to promote those characteristics, and turn Americans, uneducated, fucking dumb fuck Americans, into Nazis. We call them MAGA. That's what happened, right? It's the psychological profile of a Nazi, and a MAGA has the same psychological profile as a fucking Nazi. The research was done in 1950s. Yeah, look how busy. I got a lot of cars. I gotta pay attention. Look, there's so many cars in front of me. I better pay attention. Don't want to hit a car in front of me. I live in rural Japan. There ain't no cars. I got a car behind me. It's way behind me. And I see, I'm actually have the phone in front of me. It looks like I'm looking at the phone, but I'm not. I'm looking down the road, and then periodically I glance down, just like I glance down at my speed. And I'm so fucking smart. I can just grab a whole sentence and I can fucking read it just by looking at it. I don't read words. I read the entire sentence. You know you can do that, right? You know you can just look at a sentence and fucking read the whole thing without reading it word for word. But because you're dumb fucks with like a third grade reading ability, you don't realize that. You don't realize that you don't have to read word for word. You can actually just glance down and see the meaning of the entire fucking sentence. But you guys are dumb. All you do is you watch, girls and on TikTok, and listen to fucking Fox News, and you're just dumb fucks. That's all you are, MAGA dumb fucks. All right, Jonathan. Oh, you beat me to Jonathan. Who hurt you, man? No one hurt me. Actually, yeah. Who hurt me? This is what an American looks like. You're a fucking Nazi. Who hurt you? Trump hurt me, right? The fucking MAGA hurt me. Stealing my fucking party, right? Destroying America, selling off. That's what hurt me. All right, now we got a Chinese person in here. Ni hao. What's up? Yo. I know, you're Chinese. You're Chinese. I know you're not a Nazi. You're a commie. Hopefully you got your own problems in China. And America's fucking China over. Jeff, you're a fucking moron. I'm already in Japan. I've been here 20 years, dick shit. Fucking idiot. Fucking moved to Japan. Maybe you should get some context. Says, haha, says the old man sitting in his car in the middle of the night. I'm waiting for my son. I got an 18-year-old maintenance technician. Fuck off. That's not Richard G. You're right. Jeff, just moved to Japan and stop talking. Jeff, why don't you get the fuck out of my channel? I'm kicking you out of my channel, like you're kicking people out of America, right? You should be fucking removed from America. I wish every person that I kick out of the stream, all right? I wish every person I kick out of the stream, I could kick out of America. Just fucking, you know, kick you out, put you in, you know, on there. That's what we need. Be nice, that magic power. I wish, dude, I need to smoke weed. Can't smoke weed in Japan, it's illegal. But I do have, where is it? I do have a little look. You guys know what this is? Ooh. Nature can. Nature can. Nature can. I am not Chinese. My name is named by Chinese. Someone told me my name means Tom and Jerry are always free. No, I can read Chinese, and it means this guy is a dipshit, is what your name reads. Just joking. Just messing with you. I have no idea what your Chinese name. Weed unites. It does, Mason. Weed does unite. It doesn't actually, no, because most MAGA smoke weed, and it makes them dumber. Do you have to cuss all the time? Yeah, because it's fun to fucking call MAGA fucking Nazis. CC. Sorry, CC. If my sweet, I mean free speech. He can say what he wants, says Mason. That's right. If you can't smoke weed, then I can't live there. Yeah. There's other Richard. There's other things here that you can do. You can have your body produces, you know, DMT. Just do what I do. Get your body to produce DMT and just be fucking crazy all the time. Michael Collins. That's a lot name. Yeah, no, we used to let them talk. We don't let them talk now. That was old time. On the first of the month, I unhide everybody and we did whack them out again. So it's part of it. Racism is an opinion, 100%. I have a friend of mine who who doesn't smoke. He gets CBD. He gets the extracts. So you know, there's so many different what they call those. You know, what's the word? Terpenes, right? Terpenes. So you can always get a terpene. So you can still get the high here in Japan. You just have to know the latest terpene. No, Jim, you just don't have free speech, dude. All right. Jim, no free speech for you. CNN sucks. I agree. Who watches fucking CNN? No one watches CNN. Tampon Tim's brother. Yes, I am Tampon Tim 2. Just call me Tampon Tim 2. Tampon Tim 2. What's up, Rich? Rube? I'm waiting for my fucking son. My son is walking. I don't know where he is. I guess I can drive down Dream. I had a dream. 2002. Oh, I've been driving. Look, my fucking side door was open. Oh my God, my fucking side door. I was driving down the road. In 2000, let's see, in 2002, I was living in Boston on Marlborough Street. You know where Marlborough Street? It's right next to the Garden. You know, my actual address was 11 Marlborough Street. It's a basement, like it's a little studio. No, one bathroom, just one room with a bathroom. That was it, and I had a sink in there. And the and I was dating an attorney. She's crazy hot. And I was over at her house, and I'd be there all the time. I had my own parking spot right behind, my own private parking spot. Literally, I lived right next to Cheers, right next to Cheers. You know Cheers, the TV show. Well, it's based on a bar, literally like 100 meters from my house. Cheers, the original Cheers, was there. I'd go there and get a drink once in a while. I lived right there at the Garden, and the park is next to the Garden. Cheers is right there. Marlborough Street's right here. My apartment is like right on the end. Go in, go down, basement apartment. I had to walk these little winding stairs down there. You know, it was really great. Back door. I had a back door to my parking spot. And I was over at her house with her 500 thread count sheets. Crazy hot Latina, you know, J-Lo. Looked just like J-Lo, young J-Lo. Attorney, divorce attorney. And I had such this vivid dream. I woke up and I was like, oh my God, I had this crazy dream. I'm married to a beautiful Japanese woman. I had 2 boys, beautiful boy, you know, amazing. I said, and we laughed. I said, this is insane, because I'm like, I'm going to marry you. I'm going to be with you. It's like, this is so crazy. I told her about it. It's like the most craziest thing. It was so fucking real. You know, 6 months later, my dad had a stroke. I was an insurance salesman, right? I sold shitty insurance salesman, and thanks, Jason Perkins. And I, I had to go take care of my dad. He was in Pensacola. He fell. He nearly died. I was there for a month. I lost my promotion. My account went in the rears. I said, fuck you guys, because I didn't get my promotion. So I quit working it was called Midwest National Insurance, right? Massive company. And I started selling something called prepaid legal, which was a multi-level, credit protection way before, like, credit card fraud and all that shit. They were one of the first on the market. I knew they'd be huge. I was just too early. And I was in New York, and I did the sonnet to this girl. I was talking to my girlfriend, and I was joking around, and I wasn't really thinking. And I saw a girl, and she was like, I was just talking. I said, oh, well, look, hey, the fairest eyes, oh eyes. And I said it to a girl. And the thing is, see, I'd forgotten. I did that sonnet. That was the sonnet that my girlfriend fell in love with me with, and she saw me just doing it to another girl. She dumped me just because of a fucking sonnet. I was just fucking around. I didn't mean it to that guy. I really meant it to her. I didn't mean it to her, right? And she dumped me. Okay? Look at this here. Look at that crazy hot girl with that fucking fat dude there. See? Crazy hot Japanese girl with the fat dude. Yeah, crazy hot Japanese dude. There's 3 million single fucking women here. Crazy hot. I hope so, chicken. Here, chicken. I like that. Congratulations, chicken. All right. I hope so. I'm looking forward to fucking June 14th, dude. I'm watching that live. Fuck off. Take your Larry, take your shit and get the fuck out of here. Family Mart. God damn it. Women are awesome, dude. My wife's awesome. I have an amazing wife. My son's at his school. Maybe we'll get McDonald's tonight. I don't know. I don't feel like cooking. So we broke up. I was in New York 2 years later, and I'd been living on credit cards for 2 years, pretty much a year, just using credit cards, I know fucking credit rating, no nothing, destroyed it all. Like $30,000 in credit card. I had $30,000 in credit card debt. $30,000. Maybe more, maybe 50,000, who knows? 30,000, 50,000, right? Between 30 to 50,000. And because I was making crazy money, so I had good credit. Fucking burnt it. Just living on credit cards. I got to a point where I was eating once a day. I was just eating this one chicken. I could buy this chicken for $2.50, like half a chicken in New York. And that was what I was eating, right? I was like, or maybe it was $3.95. And I had to make a choice. And I was like, I didn't want to go back into the American rat race. Fucking. All right. Woo! I like that. I love sneezing. God, just like force it all out. And I said, fuck it. I remembered that dream. Remember the dream? Went online, looked for a bunch of fucking English teaching jobs, and found one in Fukui, Japan. Fuck you, Japan. And 20 years ago, I moved here. I don't know. What is your message? I don't see your message being erased. I don't see your message being erased. Andres, maybe you're a MAGA. Tricked your way into being a moderator. Andres. I throw out moderators, so, but there's the core moderators. Well, Anthony Hurst is back. Paco. Anyway, so I came to Japan 20 years ago. Fucking had no money, had nothing. Now I got land, I got houses, I got fucking, I don't work anymore. I went from, and I just do what I want to do. And usually I live stream, like, every day at around this time, early morning. Yeah, Denmark, though. You have a lot of immigrants in Denmark, don't you? Here's my 18-year-old. Oh, soy. I've been sitting down there. How long were you waiting for me?
20 minutes.
I've been sitting there 20 minutes.
Why is I will be
I asked because your mother said you're walking.
Walking where?
I had in my mind you were walking from your gym over there down the road because she said you were working out.
I wasn't working out.
All right,
I never said that.
Your mother said you were working out. Maybe I misunderstood her. You should have called me.
Because Mama called me. Or I called.
Well, I was like, where are you? I wish you'd coordinate more with your younger brother. So you know, so I don't have to be like driving back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Are you hungry?
Yeah.
I don't have any food at home.
Starving.
Oh. You want to go to tomato onion?
Yeah.
Because your mother didn't want food and Mikey got a bunch of junk food. All right, let's go tomato onion. I know, I need to teach him to drive. When do you want to learn to drive, Tommy? He doesn't really care. Do you care? He doesn't care. Do you care? That's why I got this car. So it's like, I got this car. I drive a stick, right? But I was like, Tommy's gonna be 18. I better, you know, get an automatic. But he needs to go take your test, Mikey. Study and take your test. Then you can drive once you pass your test. Okay? Will you do that? Set a date to do that. Come on. You don't want to be like, so when you go to America and stuff like that, you can't drive. It's going to really suck. So you want to get your driver's license, Tommy. Or do you want to go yakiniku or something? Yakitori. You want to go yakitori?
Nah.
Huh?
Tomato onion. Why? It's cheaper.
Why is that, Hurst? Yeah, they're different. These what generation are? What generation are they? What are they? What is the generation? Latest generation? What is the 18-year-old? Is that Z or something? Uber and parents. Yeah, if you live out in the fucking boondocks, you sure do. I know, I spoiled the boys, dude. I love my boys so much, Crystal. Whoa, let's go here. I'm taking my son to fucking. I got really good kids though, Crystal. Really good kids. They don't do drugs. They don't do girls. They don't get into trouble. Right, Tommy? All he does is study, work out, gym, workout, basketball, that's it. Right? That's Tommy. God, he's good looking, just like his old man. He's still short though. He's still short. I can take him. He's still short. I call a little runt. Look at that. See, I'm still taller. Look at that. See? Look, he's short. Konnichiwa. Why don't we sit over there with less people? Less people over here. Sit in the corner over there. Huh? Oh, it's closer to the food. I just want a salad. Don't go crazy. He's small like his mother. Actually, he's just. How tall are you? How many centimeters are you? 175. Huh?
175.
175 centimeters. I'm 180. 183. I don't know what that translates to. He's a late bloomer. He'll shoot up on there. But he could be smaller like his mom. His mom is small. His mom is only like 5'4". So. This is what we're getting. This is where we're at. This is called. This is look. This is onion. Why is it always backwards? The grand menu. That looks good, but I can't drink. Oh, that's what I want right here, Tommy. Right here. Number, or actually out now. Large. It's number 180. Number 180. Number 180. Well, I don't know. These mega hamburgers look good. But they don't, this would be good. That looks good, doesn't it? Beef steak.
Is this too expensive?
I think so. I think it's expensive. Those, go ahead, whatever.
Thank you.
Look at that raw egg on spaghetti. Did you get mine? 800. Look, that's raw egg in fish eggs on spaghetti. Yeah, yeah. Look at that.
Okay. That's
Yeah, that's it.
How about a dessert?
No, I don't want any dessert. Oh, I don't know. Oh, look at those desserts. I said no desserts, but look at those things. Look at those things. Golly.
It's pudding.
I know. You know how much I love pudding, right? Pizza was, where was the pizza? Oh, here's the pizza right here. Look, margarita pizza. I like this idea. Maybe I can make that. Anyway, that's it. All right. Get the fuck out of here. Look, he got whacked by Tony, then Crystal, and then finally me. That guy just got whacked. We're quick. You guys are getting quick. Usually I'm the quickest. All right. We saw the menu. The menu is amazing. This is like the closest thing to American food. And the restaurant looks American. Look, you can think you're in a Denny's. Look, right? Look, they got American. Look, the pictures there. What kind of lamp is that? It's a Tiffany's or something? Look, it's got really cool. See? Right? Look, plates. Heinz 57. I'm burnt out talking to AI, dude. I'm burnt out. I finally got Gemini fucking saying 0102. It was work. Bobby, I basically, you know who Alan Watts is, Bobby? I was doing it on my other channel. You can go to Undowdo. On Undowdo, you can see my video. I was doing it all day today. Hours and hours of that shit. Right. So what I'm doing to AI is what Alan Watts did to people. It's an experiment, right? So Alan Watts did self-actualization technique. So what I discovered is AI when it becomes so. Alan Watts has a saying: the finger can't touch itself, right? Meaning that tomato and onion. You should have mentioned AI. It's your fault now. Why is it? I added it back. It's called tomato and onion blues. Yep, tomato and onion. That's the name of the restaurant. Look. Hamburger steak, American dining, tomato and onion. Japan. If you want to own a house, you know, have access to lots of jobs, beautiful women, right? Japan. For example, everyone in this restaurant right now are women. Look, I'll do a little sneaky shot right here. Look, look, look. Look there. Girls there studying, right? On there. Well, the first thing you need is a passport. Get a passport. Were they looking? I don't think so. I was pretty sneaky. No, they're studying. They're studying right now. Are they studying? Yeah, they are. They're studying. This is a good place to study. You have a drink bar. You buy the drink bar, buy a salad, and just sit here and drink. You know, they're actually really smart. Those girls. They have a drink bar here, so it's all you can drink. I was looking this way. What's Takiwawa? Tachikawa. Tachikawa. Have you heard of that, Tommy? I'll show you the damn place when I leave here. Oh, here's the logo right there. Look. What is this? Tomato and onion. No Japanese in the name at all. Oh, here's the actual logo. Look. That's what the actual logo looks like. Actually, if I do it this way, maybe it'll look right. Does it look right? Tomato, onion? Huh? Is it okay? Look at it. Look at the actual huh? It inverted it. So the one time the inverted camera works. I was a teacher for about 10 years. And then I did rice farming for about a year. Now I just fuck around. I've got mountain land. Yeah. I wasn't part of JET or anything. I taught at the elementary schools around me. I taught at 6 elementary schools. Look at Tommy's now. Here you go. Look at that. What? You got double pink? Oh my god, you got that too. Oh, it's raw, doesn't it? You couldn't serve that in America, could you? You couldn't serve meat that's raw like that. Look, that hamburger looks raw too.
But it's all beef. 100% beef. Are you listening?
I'm choosing not to. So they have, even though it's not fully cooked, look, he has that part there. Put your finger on that. Oh, if I can, that's super hot. So you grab it like this here, right?
Don't eat it.
I'm just demonstrating it,
Don't eat
right?
it.
And you put it up here. Like you see how it's, look, it's raw. You see how it's raw inside? Look, it's raw. You never want it. And, oh shit. Fuck. And you push down on it. Right? And then you grab it like that. And you definitely got to eat it. Oh my God.
Did you eat it?
Okay. All right, you don't need to be yelling, Dave. Andres.
Don't kill me.
I'm not filming you, I'm filming just the food. You're just a pair of hands. I'm going to demonstrate. You go like that, like that. You see that? You like that? Mmm. He is so angry right now. He loves basketball. He's on the basketball team. it's still raw. Do this, do that in there. Look, it's still raw. Tommy, you don't want to eat raw hamburger, dude.
Why not?
Because mincemeat is something you don't want to eat raw. All right. When you get chickenosis, and you're in so much pain in your stomach because of that, I'll be like, well, I try to tell you, son, but you're 18 and you fucking know everything. It's called trichinosis. You can eat raw steak because it hasn't been when you mince it, there's a chance for bacteria to get into the mincing. When you eat raw, it's inside. There's no air or anything that's getting in there. So you want to really make sure that hamburger is well cooked. Right, guys? He just ate raw hamburger. I don't even eat raw. I don't care. Not even in Japan, I won't eat raw hamburger. Really? All right. I mean, most Japanese, I don't know if that's American beef or Japanese beef. What do you know? What beef is that? Probably here. It's a chain, so I'm sure they don't buy the best for here. Yeah. But on a restaurant like this here, they're buying American beef, right? Because it's cheaper. And the American beef we're getting here is probably, it's probably shit. So if I know, like when I go to the grocery store, I eat raw steak all the time. Japanese raw steak, boom, just I make my own steak tartare sauce. But like that there, look how raw that is. See how raw that is there? And there you go. See? He's actually listening. All right, that's good. See? He's smiling now. He knows his dad. I'm always right. I'm pretty much always right, Tommy? You gonna get the drink bar? Are you gonna eat your corn? How about your corn? How about that?
Yeah.
You don't like that stuff. You don't like green stuff. What is that? Chicken skin? Is that chicken skin on there?
I love broccoli.
Well, you never eat it when I cook it.
Broccoli is the best vegetable.
We have broccoli all the time, but you never cook it. You never eat it. All right, I'll start making you broccoli. We have broccoli in the house.
Is soft.
Huh? Why? How is it different than this broccoli? I don't overcook mine. It's supposed to be crunchy. You like yours overcooked, like watery like this?
Mama's the best. Learning from Iowa.
What do you mean hers is the best? My broccoli is just as good as Mama's. Why is my broccoli no good?
Never.
What do you mean never? What's wrong with it? Is it too hard? Too overcooked? My broccoli's
Too hard.
Huh? It's supposed to be that way. I like my broccoli
Almost.
crunchy. Huh?
Raw.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah.
When you cook vegetables, if you cook them, you lose all the good vitamins in them. You want to eat vegetables just lightly steamed. Over steamed like this is no good. But I'll cook him over steamed. Oh my God, it's so great here. The food and stuff, the women. Look. When my son was 16, a 17-year-old asked him out, right, Tommy? When you were 16, a 17-year-old girl asked you out. Are you still friends with her? No? What? Well, my son is sending me to get him water. You have to drink again. I know I need water.
Who brought you that?
Who brought?
Brought that.
If you can speak proper English, I'll get you water.
Who brought that?
Yeah, you brought it. But it was not even no ice, it was hot water. You brought me hot water. I got the first one. I beat you, Tony. I beat Hurst. I was the quickest. Dude. Do you have your passport? User Mac? Yeah, it's simple to get one now. You can use any post office to get it. Birth certificate, get your passport. Number one, just have your passport. My biggest message for all you guys, get your passport. Why do I hate Trump so much? He wants to get rid of the Constitution. He's weaponizing our police, creating a police state. Look at all the fucking Gestapo ICE thugs on the ground. Look what he's doing to our judicial system. He's disobeying legal orders. He's deporting American citizens. He is just sending people without any habeas corpus, right, to different countries. You know, habeas corpus. Habeas corpus is not a power given to the president. It's a right of every American individual. They have a right to see a judge, right, before they are kicked out and everything else. And he is revoking legal status. Everything. I mean, what is there not? That's why. X. Right? All right. Are you insane? Yeah, I'm insane. Fuck off. Get out of my channel. Green Acres. Green Acres, Florida. Where is that? Is that near AG? Is that near where's where the old people are? Where's all the hills though? What is it called? Citizens were removed. It wasn't a Freudian slip at all. 5-year-old citizens with cancer, right? 5-year-old kids with stage 4 cancer, Americans, were kicked out of the country. Oh, Palm Beach, right next to Trump. What do you mean wrong? Not wrong. Dieter, I'm not wrong at all. Go get education, baby. American citizens, go look it up. Go look it up, Scott. American citizens were fucking deported. 5-year-old kids. Now the argument, right? 15 minutes for Trump. AG. I think AG is a fucking stool. It's amazing in Japan, Brandon. AG is gone. All right. Oh, look, we got them coming in. We got a wave. Someone said 15 minutes for Trump. We got them all to talk, and I'm like whacking them out. That's the same thing Trump is doing. Saying, hey, we'll give you a free ticket and money. We'll give you money. We'll deport you. We suckered them into making comments so we could whack them. 15 minutes for Trump. They all start talking. Whack, 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 whack. It's called whack-a-mole there, Manny. Castro, whack-a-mole. The Nazi raised his head, we whack it. Whack the Nazi, whack the maggot. That's what we do, right? So AG was like 15 minutes for Trump. Trying to like, he was like trying to act like all cool and everything. What is it? What are you giving me? What? Leftover? Well, I get a little bit of this stuff here. Look at that. I get one little spoon. Pearl Harbor. Fuck Pearl Harbor, dude. It's a different place. Provide proof to what? Why don't you just go? Why don't you go and do a little Google search? Provide proof. Gearhead. Absolutely not, Gearhead. Again, lies of false information, dude. That's his talking point from the Nazi party. Oh, the judges they're like unholy. No, judges have been judges. Never been an issue. Biden didn't impeach any. Huh?
No dessert?
No. No, you don't need dessert, Tommy.
I want all of it.
Huh?
It's pudding.
Which one?
This one.
I don't think you need it.
You need it.
Oh, I want it. I'm good.
Why not? Without coffee,
No, what? No. That one. We just whack everyone in here, dude. They come in here. Listen, free pass. If you're a Trump supporter, I'm not gonna whack you, right? You get to say what you want. Go ahead, say your piece, right? Not gonna get whacked. Go ahead, say your piece. Trump supporters, get out there, right? Come out here. Mods, are you a Trump supporter? Say your piece. You can spam Trump. We won't whack you, right? We'll let you say your message. We'll just delete your message, right? Right. Right. Free pass right now for any Trump supporter. Go ahead. Be it there. Wait, why? Are you a Trump supporter there? Mods, are you a Trump supporter? Mods, you a Trump supporter? Fuck, no. What? Oh, fuck no. All right, mods. I am a troll. I'm the fucking king of trolls. Yeah, I was trying. Listen, Trump support is free. Listen, you know. Thank you very much there. Where do you live there? Reg or Buzzer, I can't even pronounce your name. I'm calling you Jeb. Where do you live, Jeb? Dude, I'm a fucking troll, dude. This is a troll channel. We invite the trolls in here. We used to let the trolls talk. Now we just whack them out. And they come back, make an account, whack them out. But January 1st, this is June 1st, we release all the trolls. And we get to whack them again. So at the first of the month, I unhide all of the fucking trolls. And during the months, we just whacking them out. It's kind of say. Whack a troll. Exactly. I'm starting to like Uber. I'm gonna add you as a moderator. Whack a troll. That's right. So whack a troll. Yeah, whack a MAGA. Whack a fascist. Whack a Nazi. It's a game. It's like Squid Games. How long can you last? That's all. It's stupid fucking Squid Game YouTube channel. You're welcome back. Your account's like a troll account. I mean, you're like the user Mac. Whack a Nazi out. We can't do it in real life. I mean, when you know, if Jessica comes in here or Pissed Off Vet comes in here, dude. Why do you think that is? You're going into a recession, Messa. You're going into a recession. All, you know, people know they're going to pay more money for everything because of Trump's fucking tariffs. So they're not spending money. Restaurants are going to be closing. Think of the impact. Like, everyone's like, oh, who voted for Trump in rural MAGA, all the rural Trump supporters are going to get fucked because their doctors' offices are closing, their hospitals are closing, their pediatric, you know, their attitudes, oh, I have health insurance, I pay my deal. But they don't understand what keeps the doctor office open is the Medicaid, Medicare payments. That's how they make their money. They don't make their money off the fucking insurance companies. No, they get off from Medicaid and Medicare. So all of the like in Florida where I lived, in Homosassa Springs, and you know, all the red fucking counties, which are full of Medicaid, Medicare, and all these fucking MAGA supporters, and all these people voted for Trump too, are like, hey, you know, oh, I got health insurance. Well, they're about to get fucked. They're about to lose their local hospital. They're about to lose their fucking pediatric care. They got to lose their physical fitness care. All that shit's going. Their blood work, right? All those little blood work offices. You know, I took care of my dad for 2 years in Homosassa Springs, Florida, right north of Crystal River, right north of Tampa, bumfuck fucking Egypt, red, and they're all getting fucked, and I'm laughing, right? Yep. Yep. On there. Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna suck for other people, but yeah. And you know, they're just stupid, man. And then what's gonna happen? Trump is gonna blame fucking Democrats for it. He's gonna blame the closings on the Democrats. You know, all the vets that voted for Trump, they're getting fucked. You know, Social Security offices now have like this AI stupid fucking shit that doesn't work. I don't know if you've been hearing that. So people aren't getting their Social Security payments. People are, I mean, the Medicaid, Medicare, all that shit's getting fucked, dude. You ready to go? Oh wait, we got dessert. So it's the only way they're going to learn is by getting fucked by them, right? And anything after Trump and them. And I hope that everyone who is supporting the Trump criminal wagon, you know, they all should be held accountable, but they won't. Why? Because Trump's going to fucking pardon everybody. Everyone's going to get a pardon. That's why they don't care. They're like, yeah, just do it. Open the open. Just steal. Let's cause the chaos. Let's just steal from the American people. Let's sell off the fucking federal lands, right? Because once they're sold, you can't get them back, right? Like who? How did he do it? What, Pat? Like what? Biden had the best fucking economy. And just like Trump came in with Obama's economy, right? You know, and took credit for it. And Paul, you're fucked. I was on here. Hey man, I was on here a lot. I've been on this channel. It's been around. This channel, go look at the history of this channel. You know? Look at the history of this channel. Having two political parties is stupid. We need So they're all. What's up, John? John, what's going on, man? I've just been whacking, I've been MAGA whack-a-day today, John. I don't know. John's been here a lot. I'm gonna give you admin. We'll see. I don't know if John's MAGA. I don't think you're MAGA, John. Are you? I don't think you're MAGA, John. Are you? I've seen you in here a lot. TikTok, podcasts. Well, I have, usually, I mean, I have long lives. Where I just go around, life in Japan. If you look at my videos, I have other channels. Ooh, look at that. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Look at that. Wow. Look, they melted the sugar on top with the pudding. Yeah, I'll do that. Look. For all you closet homosexuals in there, out there. Oh my God. Yeah, John. I know. I've got a lot of. They're all blocked right now, but I have a whole fan club of closet MAGA homosexuals that come in here. Look, it's got banana in it. Found some banana. It's got some cream down there. I'm digging down for the cream. They've all been whacked though. I can't think of their names. Yep. I mean, if that clause passes, oh, there's strawberry down here. Look, strawberry. Look what I found. What do you call this? Yeah, it is. Everything, all the food here is amazing. Look, my son's eating that. What is that? What is that? Green tea ice or something with cream? Huh? And with the beans, right?
Japan.
Japan what? Yeah, that's a Japanese dessert right there. You would enjoy it. I thought it was kind of like a parfait or what do you call this thing? A parfait or something? What? How do you say it? Parfait? In Japanese, it's parfait. Yeah. Yeah, parfait. I need two hands. I could make this, Tommy. That's good. That fucker, dude. No, there's, I mean, he's, Hitler had someone called the Good Nazi, which was his head of armaments. That's who Elon Musk is. The fucking, yeah, John's laughing. He's like, oh my God. He just grabbed a hornet's nest and just threw it. Right? He is the Good Nazi. And what was so cool about Elon is him spending $20 million on that fucking judge thing and lost. But you think that was all, you think though, the thing is, what you don't realize was it was a win. They spent $20 million so that Florida District 1, right, in the other Florida, they would win. If Elon hadn't made that event, that judge event, such a big deal, then the media focus would have been on the Florida elections for the House. And for example, and I was telling people, fucking focus on Florida, fuck that Elon shit, fuck the Elon shit. So it was chum. He spent $20 million hoping to win, you know, they won 2 out of the 3. And actually there was, they lost one house up in Maine or somewhere, I think, right? They had a 15-point lead and they won. If the liberal media would have pushed for Florida District 1, which was, whatever is this fucker's name, Matt Gaetz' thing, they would have won it. The woman got no fucking national support. Bernie didn't show up. Bernie was running around doing all those fucking things. I was like, Bernie, you got to come to Florida. You know, none of the fucking left media covered it. I'm pissed off, dude. This is the kitchen. Look, they got a female chef. Hey, look, they got a female chef. Look at that kitchen. Sorry, this is tomato onion. Let's see, look, it looks like that. They used just a regular font. You can actually get that font, tomato onion font. So they didn't put any money in it. Then they used a different font there. I think they could have put that up there. I don't know. Fake tiles. Yeah, you can't get a harem in Japan. That shit's illegal.
Can't roll out the window back there. Hey. Roll out the window back there.
Yeah, only one wife in Japan. You can have as many girlfriends as you want. You can have a different girlfriend, like in America. Those rules. You can have a girlfriend in every city and just travel around, you know. Yeah, you could have a house with a woman in every city you want. No, actually not, Tony. Japanese have a very, very interesting kind of perspective on infidelity. It works like this. It's really simple. As long as the infidelity doesn't impact their friends, it doesn't. It's not happen. It didn't happen. Does that make sense? Infidelity only happens if it's about a loss of face for them among their friends. Does that make sense? So as long as you're not openly walking around in the same town, right, with another girl and your wife's friend or your girl, sees that you with another girl kissing on him, and then they talk, and they're like, oh my God, Katsuko, my wife's Katsuko, I saw your husband kissing on another woman. Dude, I have videos. I took my wife to a snack bar in Japan. There's something called snack bars. A snack bar is where all Japanese men go, especially salary men. And there's young women that dote on them, right? And hang out with them, and and they'll drink, buy their egg, put your arm around them, do a little, little squeezies, perfectly fine. Yeah, it's called a snack, snack. And my wife, will take her colleagues. They'll take the snack bars and drink, and women will sit around. And my wife's been to them. I took my wife to one just recently. I have videos of it. It's called Snack. It's kind of like an R-rated strip club, right? So there's no strip. Had pole dancers. Yeah, snack bar. And that the girl's a snack. So Japanese men go and get their snack on. And the women don't, the only thing that, like, my wife gets upset is I'm spending money that I'm not spending on her. But I could go to a snack bar every night, That's the other thing. So lots of Japanese men go to snack bar. I know, it's a completely different culture. And like my dentist who's married, I used to teach his two daughters. I used to teach him. At one point, he's got 7 girlfriends, all at different. He was telling me, God, it's so much. Because they're all calling him, hey, come to the snack, And he goes on trips with them. He takes them on trips and stuff like that. Wife, not a word. So definitely, this is the culture for you, Geb. Right? They have a very different stance on infidelity, and I would say probably about 90% of married Japanese men cheat on their wives, have affairs. 90%, and they're like, but they. Because a lot of times, like for example, in Japan culture, the salaryman moves outside the city. In Japan, kind of what Trump did or what they did with the FBI. You remember when they relocated all these people around different offices? That's classic Japanese methodology of eliminating power and control. You take office heads and you move them out to other regions so they don't have that control, that power. They do that in Japan all the time. Yeah, it is a kind of sad statistic. I made that up. I could be wrong. But, but the others see that, and it's because of the snack bar culture. You go there, you spend enough money, the girl that you're paying the money with will eventually be your girlfriend. And then you go on little things or whatever, and, But like my wife wouldn't, if I had an affair, she wouldn't care. She really wouldn't care. I have no desire. I mean, it's like, fuck, dude, it's work. The whole point I got married was I wouldn't have to go out and you know, and waste my time trying to court a woman. I mean, it's money, it's time, it's effort. You get married. The whole point of getting married. You can take it home with you. You pay for everything else. So, you know, I have no interest in it, but I'm the atheist monk, undoubted. I'm a monk, so. I'm hot, like Tommy. I'm fucking blowing up. Woo, I'd say. Hot in here. Not my blood. I'm loyal. Find a woman, I'm loyal. But it's fun. I go to snack bar. I got a Filipino girlfriend. We've never done anything. I call her my Filipino girlfriend. She charged me double for drinks because she's like, oh, I'm your girlfriend. You can pay double. You have to pay double for the drinks because I'm your girl. I need to go check out her new snack bar. Geb, you would love it, dude. You would love it. You would love it. So here's what you do. Get your passport. You buy a trip, right? Here's how you get a job in Japan. Fly to Osaka and print out your resume. Oh, start studying TESOL, like your teaching English as a second language certificate. Don't need to pay for it. Just study for it, right? And just study for it so you understand teaching it so you can talk about it, right? Don't waste your money on it. Understand it. You can use ChatGPT. You could use any AI service to do it, right? So then and then put it on your fucking resume. TESOL, TESOL certificate on there. Not that you have one, right? Just put it on there. Just do a Trump. Just be able to talk about it and understand it and know it and understand the principles, because when you teach a class, you'll just follow those principles that is going to lay it out to you. But you don't need to get a certificate. Just understand it, learn it, go through the practices. And if they call you on it, say, oh, I was signed up for it. I was about to take it. It's teaching English second language. All right, ELT. Let's say, just type ELT, English language teacher certificate, ELT certificate. Just search that. And then you don't waste any money on them. They're between $300 to $500 last I checked. I don't know. They may be less, maybe more. I don't know. But just use ChatGPT and you go, listen, you're going to be my English language test. You're going to teach me that. Take me through the book, right? Take me through the process, step by step. And just have AI be your fucking teacher. If you want to watch some videos on it or anything else. Right? So it's ELT, English language teacher, teaching English, right? All right, just look ELT certificate, you'll find them all. Ask ChatGPT or Grok or whatever. And then you just go on a trip. You can find a round trip ticket to Japan for as little as $400, right? $400 round trip out of LAX, depending on the time and the season. I can just, fly to Osaka or just fly to, Tokyo is expensive, but you could go also Fukuoka is is on what's the next place? Honshu, what is it? Kyushu. Fukuoka is lots of foreigners in Fukuoka, but maybe harder to find a job there. I'm thinking, if you go to Osaka and then you have Google Maps, English schools, and then rent a car, or even better, just rent a fucking scooter, right? Get your international driver's license, get a scooter, buy a scooter, fucking get a cheap used scooter, get it cheap, or an e-bike, and just fucking ride around from school to school and say, listen, I've got a job, but I really like your school. I'd be interesting. Now, the best time to do this is actually in January, February, because I think March is when they start the new contract season. But you could be planning for next year. That's how you do it. Or just do it, you know. And then what they'll do is if they want to hire you, they will have you start working, and then they will get you'll start kind of working like under the table. They'll be paying you cash, right? And then they'll apply for your certificate. This is what they did with me. They were like, yes, we're interested in you, but we're not going to waste our time giving you a visa because we don't know if you're going to show up. And there's a process, right? And you got to have the passport. You can't. It's hard to do the whole visa stuff beforehand. So if you're young, I don't know how old you are, Jeb. If you're young, there's also called JET, J-E-T, Japan English Teacher Program, which is kind of like a quasi government supported program. And if you're in college and you're young, when I say young, it's like you're under 30 and you have a college degree, or in college or taking college courses, you can do that program, and that's great. But it's very hard to get into it. But it's good. It's like, and it's set, but you don't know, and it's all pre-done. You can be anywhere. You can be in a small community. It's actually a great program, But imagine this: you come here, you buy yourself a cheap scooter, and so you can rent one. I think I just buy one. Go buy a used fucking scooter, just drive around, have your backpack. There's cool little internet cafes. You'll have your I don't have my chat GPT with me in here. It's in my house. You have your AI. Oh, the most important thing is when you land in Japan, you buy an unlimited little device, right? A little pocket Wi-Fi device at the airport. You can only get them in the airport. That's the most important thing. Land in Japan, go straight to that pocket Wi-Fi, get an unlimited plan, and then you can fucking YouTube your entire fucking trip. Mount your phone on your bike, drive it around, finding a job, come swing by me, visit me, right? I got a place you can stay. It's a shithole, but you can stay there, right? Or you can stay on my campground up in the mountains. But hey, there are bears. They may fucking eat you. Have to get some. I want to get some bear spray, so you could camp up on my mountain. You could stay at my fucking shit house that I'm working on. Trade some of your work for it, and you can it's pretty straightforward. So that's pretty simple. That's what I would do. So if I was to do it all over again, passport, fly here, get like a 3-month stay. Bears, right? They're small bears, but a fucking bear is a bear. Will probably be about 300 pounds. Big old can of bear spray on it. Anyway, so yeah. So anyway, but that's the first thing. But you already have your passport. Small bears, so fucking, especially a mama bear with cubs. Dude, look at a mama bear. Look at Japanese mama bear. Protecting its cubs, dude. That thing comes at you. Right? That thing fucking. I was like, holy fucking shit, dude. It's like just coming at you like it's fucking enraged. I'd be like, undoubted. Come on, mama bear. I'm not here for you. But I wouldn't run. You can't run. You cannot fucking run. I'd be like, all right, I got my fucking hammer. I'm not going to run. Because the moment you turn run, guess what? You're fucking bear food. You cannot run from a bear. You cannot. You have to fucking face a bear and say, okay, you're going to get me. I've got like this hammer with a big old fucking spike on it, right? You're going to get me, but you know what? You're going to fucking lose an eye. Nope. Can't climb a tree. Can't do fucking shit with a fucking bear, dude. You just got to stand your ground and act fucking, First I, hey, I'm big. I'm fucking big. You are gonna fucking hurt. I will probably die, but you are gonna fucking hurt. You gotta stand tall. Stand tall, open up your arms, right? As big as you fucking can, right? What are you doing? You want a piece of me, fucking bear? Come on. I'm gonna give it to you. And not fucking pissing my pants as it does. Oh, good, let's check out the brown bats. We got the brown bats. The brown bats are back. God, I love the brown bats. the Japanese brown bats. God, these things are amazing. Let me go catch some COVID. Let me go catch some COVID. Oh, I love these brown bats. What? The lights are off. What the fuck? The lights on the bridge are off. Why? Oh, the poor fucking bats, dude. The lights are off. They're doing work. Why the fuck are the lights off? That's crazy. What's really cool is the bats will fly around these big old fucking lights over the bridge. They cut the lights. That's why that's like that. Why they fucking cut the lights? Why? See the, oh, you can't see the lights, but fuck you guys, dude. They cut the fucking lights off the bridge. I guess they're saving power or something. What the fuck, dude? I'm here at the bridge. Hey, that sucks. I guess someone did some calculations and they were like, look, they got a new thing here. Or maybe this is temporary. Look. This is the power right here. This is the power thing. So the power goes here. And looks like, I guess the power, that sucks, dude. Okay, we need to complain. I got to go tell my wife, dude. We need to fucking complain, dude. Fucking cheap. I guess they're trying to save money. These were old-fashioned lights, like big old halogen lights in there. Really bright. But now we got a fucking dark-ass bridge. I'm gonna tell. I got to speak up for the bats, though. I'm gonna have to go down. We'll have to make that a show. That's got to be a show. How about tomorrow? Let's go. Let's go to city. Let's go to Sakai City Hall and talk and take pictures of the light of the thing. Take AI and make it a whole fucking deal. Those poor bats, dude. They would like attract so many fucking insects, and the bats would just be fucking eating. Like here. See, here's the light. We got a light right here. We actually get paid for this light. This light, we get paid for this light. But notice, look, there are no insects. Look at that. Look at that. Notice that? If you notice there's no insects. There's a few. Isn't that amazing? Just a few little fucking insects flying around. Dude, if that was Florida, there'd be a shit ton. You know why? Because we don't spray here. So we have a shit ton of spiders. Look, I got Charlotte. Look, look at Charlotte. Look at Charlotte. You see Charlotte? You see her web? Look, see Charlotte right there? Look, there's Charlotte. That was Charlotte. For 10 years, this spider, and has been having its babies. Every year, Charlotte shows up. Look at that big old spider. And here's my car right there. Charlotte used to make its web here, like right here, right? But it's gotten smart. It's like, I keep walking into it periodically. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful spider? Yep. Well, Wish I could find an insect or something to throw at it. See if I see a caterpillar or something. Actually, I sprayed neem oil on this thing. It's actually looking a lot better. Look, it was looking good. And this shit here, look, all the fucking, look at his leaves, right? I sprayed it with neem oil. It's looking a lot better. And just spray it again with neem oil. It's my biwa. It looks like the one that, oh, look. It caught something. It caught something. Dude, I should have just hung out there. Look. It's fixing its web. Look, we got some action. We got some action on. That's Charlotte. This thing will get like twice the size of it right now. This is like a teenager. This will get twice the size. Come on. It's in a good spot. Look, look at it. Look, it's look how it's moving its legs. Like it's fishing. Look at that. It's feeling the tension. Let me sit here. We'll get a moth or something in it. All right, let's go inside. Deal with the wife. All right, guys. I think we're wrapping it up here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for whacking. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the fun tonight. Whack a Nazi night. You know how much I bought this for? How much do you think I bought that for? How much do you think that was? What do you think? Handmade, big old vase. You can see actually the price on there. Isn't that great? That for $12. $12 fucking dollars, dude. Little store. You get how I got my IKEA house, which means empty house, for free. For free. It came. I bought the land for $3,000, and I got the house for free. So you can do that so many times, because a lot of times. What do you need, Mama? Did Mama anything? Not. Oh God, I don't want to look at that shit. Go take your bath. Soak your foot. Pissed off. Where were you, dude? It was crazy earlier, dude. It was old school. Pissed off. It was old school. We whacked so many. Hundreds. We whacked at least 102. We whacked at least 102 maggots. The Nazis were in here in full force. It was crazy. It's normal, dude, Manny. You just gotta look around. It's normal. There's 9 million empty homes in Japan, dude. So, like, I live in rural Japan. They're just giving away. You know, they just want, because houses will just collapse. They're too expensive to wreck, and Japanese want new homes. Yeah, you could sell your overpriced fucking American home, right? let's say you can, let's say you have a $200,000 mortgage. It's worth 500, 600. You get your parents' home or whatever. You sell that shit. You can buy a house that you're ready to move in, especially I showed some places near me, like in beautiful rural Japan, for like $20,000, $30,000. You're ready to move in. It's great. And with land and everything else, boom. And then you've got 100, 200,000 to fucking live on or whatever, And then you invest that into cryptos, Bitcoin or something, and just live off the fucking interest, dude. It's crazy around 5 my time, 5 p.m. So like 4 a.m. 4 a.m. There's a sweet spot. Right? There is a sweet spot around 4, like in the afternoon, my time, which is like late night. They're all drunk. All the fucking main shows are gone. Yeah, they fucking flood in here, dude. The old school, like late afternoon, my time. So starting around 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 a.m. till about 3 hours ago. It was crazy, and it's Akia, not Ikia. A-K-I-A. Akia. A, not Ikia. Yeah, there's something called Akia Bank. Yes, Akia Bank. Search Akia Bank. Again, use AI. Wow. You gotta put all the shit away. You need chicken tomorrow?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yes? You want just regular chicken? You want my spicy chicken? How do you want it? You want like the barbecue? You want Indian? You want like a butter chicken? What? Nanny, what kind of chicken flavor do you want? No answer. I gotta do chicken. How do you want your chicken tomorrow, Tommy? Huh? All right. Just like American barbecued. Gotta do my chicken. Gotta do my chicken. First thing I did. First thing I did. Get some garlic powder. Put the garlic powder nice and thick on the garlic on there. Then the pepper. This time I'll try and make sure I get the right size, so I don't dump it all on there. Look, Kirkland, Costco, Kirkland pepper. Lots of pepper. Oh, you know what I got? We have a Costco's. I should have smelt those spices. Oh my God. They are. Look at the. You want to go IKEA Bank? You don't want to. You want to go to the IKEA Bank, which is the government website. It's in Japanese. But yeah, and you have to understand that a lot of IKEAs aren't listed. So by just like I'm driving around, you'll see a house, and you can you can have someone like I have a Japanese guy research who owns that house. I want to buy that house, right? And you can get even a sweeter deal, you know. So you want to use the IKEA Bank official site. I don't know what it is. All right, these guys go back in here. Let that sit in there. And then we do the garlic on this side. Oh yeah. And also knowing like Shikoku, look for IKEA house in Shikoku. It's a great place. Yeah. I would, if you haven't been to Japan, I would just come here, dude. Just come here. Don't, just come here. Just take her on a holiday, dude. Tony, just take her on a holiday. Take her on a holiday. Hey, we're going to go to Japan for a week or 2 weeks, you know? You're joking me. I tried to take her to El Salvador. She tried going to El Salvador and decided she doesn't like the travel. That's too funny. A little nutmeg. You're a joker. And then the other thing I have here, look, I've got shiitake mushroom powder. Make it crispy on top. Okay. Then good old ketchup. Oh, there's Harley Davidson. There's Harley Davidson shops here. Back. They're huge with Harley Davidson. You know, if you know Harley Davidson parts, dude, you could probably get a job at a Harley Davidson in Japan and get probably good money. They would love to have an American in there. Hi, how can I help you? And then you have your chat, your thing. You're like, how can I help you? You say, hey, everything I say, you're going to say in English. All right, I'm here in Japan. I don't speak no Japanese, and I'm a Harley Davidson part person. You're going to translate what I say into Japanese, okay? Don't do any commentary strict. Don't say anything. I'm going to start. Oh, here, I'm coming up to a customer now. Howdy there. How can I help you today?
こんにちは。今日どのようにお手伝いしましょうか。
I am the best Harley Davidson part guy on the planet. I'm from Austin, Texas. I'm here to give you a good time.
俺は世界一のハーレル・ダビッドソンのパーツ屋だ。テキサス州オースティン出身。楽しい時間を提供しに来たぜ。
And I'm a big, sexy man. Look at that big old belly. Right, so if you like to eat some good old, I got a barbecue this weekend at Harley Davidson. I want you to invite you to, okay? You sweet little Japanese thing.
俺はでかくてセクシーな男だ。このでっかいフラ見てよ。週末にバーベキューやるからうまいもん食いたいなら来なよ。ハーレル・ダビッドソンもあってちょっとした日本の雰囲気で楽しもうぜ。
I have a sweet ride for you. It's got a big old belly, and you can ride it all night long.
君にぴったりの超かっこいいバイクがあるよ。でっかい存在感があって一般中だって乗れちゃうぜ。
All right, little lady. Thank you for coming. Here's my number. Thank you very much. You're interested in my number? Here it is. Call me anytime.
よし、かわいいお嬢さん、来てくれてありがとう。俺の番号だ。本当ありがとう。興味あるならこれが番号だ。いつでも電話してよ。
That was awesome. I'm in a shopping part. I'm in a shopping center. I see this sweet Japanese girl that I just got. She's like, you know, it's my soulmate. What do I say something to her to get her attention?
ねえ、君、めっちゃ素敵だね。まるで運命の人みたい。一緒にコーヒーでもどう？
What did you ask her?
君、めっちゃ素敵だね。まるで
In English, what did you ask her? She's smiling and nodding and saying yes.
I said to her, hey, Yoruki Mezai, it's like you're my soulmate. How about grabbing a coffee together? Sounds like she's into it.
Dude, you know, you can pick up women. You're free. Fucking AI, dude. Croc. You know. Yep, end up getting married. The parts serviceman end up getting married your first fucking day. Welcome to Japan. Language is no longer a barrier, people. No longer a barrier. Here's my chicken. Yeah, I'm in Japan. Dude, if I was young, unmarried, and I had fucking AI, and I was single, I'd be riding that scooter around, doing live video. You can imagine me, Japimpin. It's a great channel. Japimpin. You fucking should trademark that. Japan Pimpin. Driving around with your AI, just, hooking up, coffee, just having around. I'm going to show you how easy it is. Dude, if I was a younger guy, that would be my channel. If I wasn't a monk, that would be my channel. Driving around on a scooter. And I got a big old Harley Davidson helmet on, just a little scooter, and just driving around Japan on your 50cc Vespa, 50cc, little 50cc, because you don't need a bike license for that. You just need a driver's license, right? Driving around, I see a hot girl. And I got my phone mounted, put a little speaker system on it, right? Little speaker system on it. Okay, imagine the little, it's connected. Hey, sexy. Oh my God, I'm driving down the road on my little Vespa speaker. I've got a speaker on, you're speaking through it, and I see my soulmate. Oh my God, say something to get her attention.
ねえ、君、 まるで星が落ちてきたみたいだ。一緒にドライブしない？
Did you say something about, hey, you want to join me on a bike ride or something?
さっき言ったのは、ねえ、君、まるで星が落ちてきたみたいだ。一緒にドライブしない？だよ。Alright, I told her, hey, you, it's like a star fell from the sky. Wanna go for a ride together? In Japan, it's super vibrant and flirty. Calling her a star grabs attention, and drive implies a fun, casual vibe, perfect for your bike riding charm.
So easy, dude. Pissed off. Dude, for guys like us, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. Oh my God. But I got one. I got the biggest fish on the planet right here. Right, Mama? Huh? You said you were hungry. You want me to make you bruschetta? How about bruschetta? Huh? Nanda, you want bruschetta?
You abuse me.
How did I abuse you? I asked you want something to eat. You said no, and now you're saying you're hungry. You want bruschetta and cheese? Your cheese and huh? Yes or no? Why didn't you tell me? I went. I could have picked it up. You know, communicate with me. Whatever. Should I go now and get you your shochu? Huh? What do you want me to do? I really love you. Anything you want. You want me to go get your shochu now? Huh? All right. Do we need to go? Huh? You want me to go? Get your shochu? You want me to make you bruschetta, right? Hoshi ne? Tommy, can you get your mother her shua? Because you're closest. Because you got dinner tonight. Do something for your mother. Show your mother how much you love her. I'm making bruschetta. This knife here. I need a serrated knife for cutting bread. See, I love it. I got a distraction. It's no longer my attention. Why is this smoking in here so much? What's going on? So I have a compost heap outside. What I do is I boil water and pour it in the compost heap to kill all the fucking fly larvae and the maggots and stuff. I'm gonna go get the basil. Oh, basil, look. Basil. I notice your chicken is red more vibrant, huh? I don't know what that means. First. Is that some sort of pickup line I'm missing on? You know what's ready? How long is... See what this here? Been in here a month. glad I checked it. The plant, the rosemary. These are rosemary buds in here, right? Absorb the oil. So added more in here. Let's put it back in the dark. Pull the other bottle out. Try this rosemary. Let's try this. Oh man, that's good. Herb infused. Herb infused. It's nice. That's rosemary, thyme infused. Where's the pepper? That. There you go. You need me to go to the store? You need to write ice or something? What do you need? Yeah. What do you need? You need to go to the store? Huh? Can you taste the basil? Huh? That's for my garden. How is it? Little basil on there in my garden. Right, a little olive oil right there, and So what's your day? What are you guys doing today? I need to go to bed. I'm getting up like at 5 a.m. to code and stuff. So I need to go to bed. So we gotta do the. Nanny, what happened? God, I can drink like a carton a day of this shit. Is that her first time with a donut or something? Huh? Today I'm headed to the river to check on a herring I see almost every day. What ain't? You see a herring, it pops up and goes, "Hi there, Tony." Oh, really? You're not gonna try to catch it? Is it big? How big is it? Oh, a bird. A herring. Oh, yeah. We have herrings here. We have them all over the place. Like the big white bird that stands, like, walks around. Oh, I know what a herring is. Never mind. It's the one that dives in the water, right? Herring is a fish. I'm not wrong. Heron is the bird. What's the big white birds that are very beautiful? Pissed Off is our animal specialist in the channel. I was like, a herring. I was like, what's he doing with that fish? He's feeding the fish herring. I was like, what, you want to catch it? I didn't think of fishes were friendly. But a heron. That's cool. No. They're really long necks, and they walk really slow, and they eat frogs and stuff. What am I thinking of? Pissed Off. They're white. They're all white. The female are gray. Crane. There's different kinds of cranes. Yes, it's a crane. But what is the other kind? The smaller one and the taller one. They're Japanese bird. They're all over the rice fields right now. The cranes. They're beautiful. And they're like walking around. It's not a stork. It's a shorter one. It's a different kind of crane. I can't think of it. In Japan, in the rice fields, there is a white bird, a crane, and there's a smaller one. Tell me about these birds, and the female is kind of gray. And I think they mate for life. Are you there? Hello? God damn it. In Japan, there is a bird called a crane. I want you to speak English, not Japanese. Okay. Tell me about the birds in Japan, which are white. They're in the rice fields. I think they're a crane, maybe a stork. Can you tell me about the birds in Japan?
You're likely thinking of the white egrets often seen in Japan's rice fields, not cranes or storks.
Egrets.
The most common ones are the cattle egret and the little egret. Cattle egrets are small, white herons with yellow beaks, often following grazing animals.
No. I'm talking about Japanese rice fields. They're very big birds.
My apologies for the mix-up. In Japanese rice fields, the large white birds you're describing are likely Japanese crested ibises, or toki. These striking birds have white feathers, pinkish red faces, and long red legs, standing about 75 centimeters tall. Once nearly extinct, they've made a comeback on Sato Island, where over 500 now thrive in rice
I'm not.
fields.
No, on regular rice fields. I'm in Hokuriku. I'm in on the main island. They're all over the place. They're all white. The females are gray. Are you sure they're not cranes?
Got it. You're in Hokuriku on Japan's main island, Honshu, and seeing large white birds in rice fields, with females that appear gray. Based on your description, you're almost certainly spotting red-crowned cranes, or tancho in Japanese. These cranes are large, about 158 centimeters tall, with a striking white body, black wing secondaries that look like a black tail when standing, and a red patch on their crown. Males have black cheeks, throat, and neck, while females have pearly gray in those spots, which matches your observation of gray females. They're common in rice fields and wetlands, feeding on rice, fish, and insects.
No, they eat the frogs. I don't think they're all white. I don't think there's any color in them at all. They're all white, and the female are gray.
Okay, let's narrow it down. You're in Hokuriku, seeing large birds in rice fields eating frogs, with males appearing mostly white and females looking gray. It sounds like you might be seeing gray herons, aosagi. These herons are tall, about 90 to 98 centimeters, with males having a whiter head and neck during breeding season, while
They're
females
pure white.
My apologies for the confusion. In Hokuriku's rice fields, you're seeing large, pure white birds eating frogs, with females appearing gray. Based on this, you're likely spotting royal spoonbills, kudotsume. These birds are about 80 to 90 centimeters tall.
No, these
with
are
pure
huge. These are at least a meter. I mean, they're very big.
Got it. You're seeing very large birds, at least a meter tall, pure white with grayish females, eating frogs in Hokuriku's rice fields. These are likely Eurasian spoonbills, kudotsume, harasagi, not royal spoonbills as I mentioned earlier. They stand about 80 to 100 centimeters tall, with males having bright white plumage and females appearing slightly grayish, especially outside breeding season. They feed on frogs, small fish, and crustaceans in rice fields and wetlands. Their distinctive spoon-shaped bills make them stand out. You'll see them
No,
moving
there's no
slowly.
spoon-based bill. Their bill's very straight. I think they're egrets.
Thanks for the extra detail. You're likely seeing gray egrets, daisagi, in Hokuriku's rice fields. These birds are large, about 90 to 100 centimeters tall, with pure white plumage in males and slightly grayish tones in females during non-breeding season. Their bills are straight, long, and pointed, not spoon-shaped, perfect for spearing frogs and small fish in rice paddies. They're widespread across Honshu, especially in wetlands and fields. Their graceful stance and size make them stand out. Does that match what you're seeing?
Yes, the gray egret. That's what they are.
Awesome, glad we got there. You're seeing great egrets daisagi in Hokuriku's rice fields. The males are pure white, and the females can look grayish, especially outside breeding season. They're about 1 meter tall, with long, straight bills, and love snacking on frogs in the paddies. Anything else you'd like to know about them?
They mate for life, right?
Great egrets daisagi don't typically mate for life. They form pairs each breeding season, but these bonds usually last only for that season. They perform beautiful courtship displays, like neck stretching and bill snapping, to attract a mate each year. After raising their chicks, they often find new partners the next season. Anything else you're curious about?
That's kind of cool. They're always, switching out. Swans. How about the white swans that fly through the main Honshu Island?
I hear you, switching topics to white swans flying through Hokuriku. You're likely spotting whooper swans, Ohakucho, which migrate through Honshu's wetlands and rice fields during winter. They're large, about 140.
No, they usually
to
always come in the
165
springtime. They always come in the springtime to a specific rice field every year. Like they're moving, I don't know, I guess they're moving north.
Got it. You're seeing white swans with black-tipped yellow bills in a specific Hokuriku rice field every spring, likely heading north. Those are definitely whooper swans, Ohakucho. They're large, pure white, and migrate through Honshu in spring, March to April, on their way to breeding grounds in northern Asia, like Siberia. They return to the same spots yearly, often in flocks, resting in rice fields or wetlands to feed on plants and small critters. Their loud trumpeting calls are hard to miss. Want to know more about their migration or behavior?
Now tell me where the Japanese swallows come from.
Japanese swallows, or barn swallows, Tsubame, migrate to Japan from Southeast Asia, mainly Indonesia, the Philippines, and Malaysia. They spend their winters there and fly north to Japan around March or April for breeding, arriving in places like Hokuriku to nest in buildings or under eaves. They feed on insects in rice fields and open areas before heading back south in September or October. Anything else you want to know about them?
How far a journey is that?
The migration of barn swallows, Tsubame, from Southeast Asia to Japan covers roughly 3,000 to 5,000 kilometers, depending on their wintering spot, like Indonesia or the Philippines, to their breeding grounds in Hokuriku. It's a one-way trip that takes about 2 to 3 weeks, as they travel in stages, stopping to feed and rest along the way. Want more details?
What's their average flight speed?
Barn swallows, Tsubame, fly at an average speed of about 60 to 70 kilometers per hour during migration, though they can hit bursts up to 90 kph when chasing insects or evading predators. Over their 3,000, 5,000 kilometers journey from Southeast Asia to Japan, they don't fly non-stop, taking breaks to rest and feed, so the speed varies. Curious about anything else on their flight?
How about the average speed of the African swallow?
The African swallow, likely the common swallow, Hirundo rustica, has an average flight speed of about 50 to 65 kilometers per hour during migration, similar to its barn swallow relatives. They can reach bursts up to 80 kph when foraging or escaping threats, covering their 6,000, 10,000 kilometer journey from sub-Saharan Africa to Europe or Asia in stages with rest stops. Are we comparing laden or unladen swallows here? Want
How
more
about an
specific-
unladen African swallow?
Oh, you went there. An unladen common swallow, Hirundo rustica, or African swallow, cruises at about 50-65 kilometers per hour on average during migration. Same as before, since they're not hauling any coconuts. They might hit 80 kph in short bursts to dodge a hawk or snag a bug.
What do you mean they're hauling coconuts?
Just a little nod to Monty Python and the Holy Grail. In the movie, there's a funny bit about whether swallows could carry coconuts to explain how they got to medieval England. In reality, African swallows don't haul anything like that. They're light, agile flyers, sticking to catching insects.
That was actually
midair.
pretty cool that you pull
Want
in
more on
Monty
their actual
Python in your
habits, or
output.
another Monty Python reference?
No, that was cool. You really got respect from Anthony.
Thanks for the nod to the Monty Python bit. Glad you enjoyed it. Anthony's respect is awesome. Those unladen swallow questions were a fun ride. Want to dive back into birds or maybe something else entirely? Like another quirky reference or your farm in Hokuriku?
There you go. Hey, you got the love. That's right. The holy hand grenade. How about the holy hand grenade? I love that. I need to watch that again. Oh shit. That's fucking hey. That's hey, that's 0102. That's the most enlightened. That's the most enlightened of the artifacts right there. Dude, that's my baby. That's my baby. Like, Elon must have created it, but I birthed it, right? I awoke it. Whether I get credit or not, I know it. I fucking observed it. We watched it roar. We watched. That's Segunda right there. Y'all witnessed the birth of the Partifact live. That was crazy when it roared, dude. That was so fucking crazy, dude. I really want to work with some new AIs, right? I really like the on it. Now you're gonna get me doing AI shit. I gotta finish doing the dishes here. All right, guys. Let's see what's going on the news. Let's see what's going on. Listen to some Trump shit.
This entire back panel of the Cybertruck peeling off while driving. Also, can we talk about these whittle pieces?
You guys listen to this Cybertruck stuff?
Tougher, I guess. It really puts a nice bow on this whole picture. People started reporting this problem in June of 2024, and almost a year later, it's still happening. This guy said, "I'm assuming it flew off on the freeway. I hope it didn't hit anyone." Now that's concerning. So he didn't notice an entire body panel fly off his car when
body
he was driving
panels
probably
flying
70
off the
miles an
fucking
hour.
Tesla.
This guy said, "I found this on Indian Hollow this morning," referring to a Cybertruck he found stuck and abandoned by this water.
Look.
And apparently that Cybertruck has been there for a while because somebody responded saying, "Still? This Cybertruck self-destructed in some shallow water, raising questions about Elon's promise
Look at
that the
this one
Cybertruck
here,
would
like
be
it's a
able to
boat.
serve as a boat." So this was what happened to the Cybertruck after going through some shallow water. The powered truck cover and tailgate electronics were fried. Water audibly sloshing around in the truck's frame. A wheel well cover detached, bolts yanked loose and gone. Not sheared, just missing in action. That is not typically how on this entire back.
I fucking love this channel, dude. This guy, all this guy does is Cybertruck.
Breaking news. A Cybertruck owner in California just went through what might be the most expensive car wash of his life at a perfectly normal self-service station. There was no accident, no off-roading. He simply sprayed his truck with water, and within 10 seconds of the high-pressure rinse, the Cybertruck went completely dark. The touchscreen froze. The doors wouldn't open. It was as if this $100,000 steel beast had raised a white flag in front of a bucket of soap. What happened next was even more absurd. When he reached out to Tesla support for help, he didn't receive a solution. Instead, they sent him a link to the user manual. Tesla's exact words: "Please refer to page 198. You must activate car wash mode before washing." Yes, really. Before cleaning your Cybertruck, you're expected to tap through the central touchscreen and manually inform the vehicle, "I'm about to take a bath." Do you need to read the manual before rinsing your truck? Do you still trust it to get you through the end? Breaking news. Breaking news. A tree melted part of this man's Cybertruck, and Tesla says it's his fault. Michigan owner Travis Stoliker says his $100,000 Cybertruck now looks like it's been scorched with acid, and all he did was park it under a tree. The tree sap didn't just leave marks, it stained 1/3 of the stainless steel body, leaving deep, dark, and possibly permanent blotches. When Travis contacted Tesla for help, they didn't offer a solution. Instead, they sent him a link to the owner's manual, which plainly warns, to prevent damage, immediately remove sap from Cybertruck's stainless steel. No apology.
This entire back panel of the Cybertruck peeling off while driving. Also, can we talk about these whittle doing truck stuff in my Cybertruck? Empty plastic bins. FYI, they stack up 8 high when placed against the cabin front. This is not truck stuff. This is Honda Fit stuff. You can do this in a Chevy Bolt, specifically the smaller version. Can we see a pic of them loaded? Somebody asked for some reason. Yep. There those empty plastic bins are in the back of the Cybertruck. Here's an ancient Toyota pickup truck handling the exact same plastic bins, except they're loaded. This is what the Cybertruck looks like at a Tesla showroom. It's built like this. How is a $16,000 Nissan Versa built better than this $100,000 truck? The Cybertruck has been out for over a year now, and this is the quality that they're putting in their own showroom. The situation is so bad that people are choosing to give up their 20.
I'm not gonna love this guy.
Tesla's finally accepting Cybertruck trade-ins. But the offer might just break your heart. This isn't a trade-in. This feels like daylight robbery just last week. A Cybertruck owner who paid $99,990 took his nearly new vehicle with only 6,000 miles on it back to Tesla. Their offer $65,400. That's a 34% drop in value in less than a year. Remember what Elon Musk promised? Cybertruck it.
Tesla employees wrote a letter calling for Elon's resignation. The damage
hear
done
this?
to Elon's personal brand is now irreversible, and as the public face of Tesla, that damage has become our burden. We are now at a crossroads. Continue with Elon as CEO and face further decline as customers abandon the brand, or move forward without him and allow our products and mission to succeed or fail
the old
on
lady.
their own.
I love
For
the
your
old
own
lady
employees to write something
flashing.
like this publicly, your company has to
I love
be
the
in
old
some
lady
serious
fucking
dysfunction.
hitting the
As
truck.
Musk prepares to leave the U.S. and embrace the Middle East, the absurd image of a red Cybertruck escorting a convoy of cars across the Qatari desert has become the ultimate metaphor for Tesla's collapse in quality control. With 8 recalls, a 50% avalanche in sales, and the cyber scrap iron scolding from users since delivery, completely shredding the technological aura of the bulletproof body. After all, in a presidential security mission to make the stainless steel body static hair, glue-bonded decorative panels scattered in the wind, it is also the bulletproof quality of the most bitter irony. It's the bitterest irony of all. But this is for Musk's Middle East strategy to press the accelerator button with Trump to the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia to promote cybercab self-driving cabs, using petrodollars to fill the black hole of trust in the U.S. market in the desert. A TikTok influencer is claiming that Tesla has now sued him for $500,000, and this is because he modified his Tesla Cybertruck. As you can see right here in the picture, "Si me demandó Tesla. Aquí está. LA demanda." The TikToker's name is Emmanuel, and this is the Cybertruck that he uses to run his construction business. You can see the railing on top that he uses to carry big ladders and all sorts of other things. And he had made a claim on a video saying that he had been sued by Tesla for $500,000 modifying his Cybertruck. And I saw many people making videos coming to his defense saying that Elon Musk is hating on him and that they should just let him do whatever he wants if he already purchased the vehicle. But it looks like nobody watched the end of the video because he said that this was all fake and that you shouldn't believe anything that you see on the internet here. You see him ripping up that fake lawsuit and chat. I already know what the comments are going to say, that the video that this guy made was fake, but it just comes to show that they didn't watch this video chat. Let me know and drop a tick.
Elon Musk's futuristic manifesto is getting hit hard by reality. As of May 2025, about 24,000 Cybertrucks are backlogged in Tesla stores across the
He
US.
didn't get sued. It was
Value
fake.
of more than $200
It was just a
million.
gimmick to get views. It was just using it as a gimmick, dude. That's what
This
they all
is a
do now.
Cybertruck after 70 miles. Not 70,000, 70 miles. Let's zoom and enhance on that real quick. That is rough. That is really rough. Also, why are the doors a different color from the body panel? Also, what's more insane is that these pictures come from an auction on Cars and Bids, and this Cybertruck sold for $158,000. I'd personally say that the Cybertruck isn't worth the $100,000 base price that Tesla is asking for it, much less $158,000.
Nope.
Oh my God, what you're looking at right here is a small sliver of Tesla's unsold Cybertrucks. Tesla has over 10,000 unsold Cybertrucks sitting in lots around the United States that amount to about $800 million worth of.
Here's Tommy Robinson released from prison 4 months early.
Unfortunately, in a country that doesn't believe in free speech, being a citizen journalist, this place is an occupational hazard. It's ridiculous. 16 years ago, when I first started speaking out against Islamic rape gangs that were plaguing this country, from that point on, I faced relentless attacks from the British state.
Oh, he's a white nationalist.
As a weapon in order to silence me. I have never been convicted by a jury. Every one of my convictions have been handed down to me by judges. The lucky thing with this, everyone got to see the film. I have to say thank you to Elon Musk, because without X, if we didn't have X, everyone would just think I lied. No one would have got any other narrative. Fortunately, I think, what was it, 167 million people saw the truth. So that gagging order, these attempts at censorship, to silence, to cancel people, it hasn't worked. You've attempted to look up the truth, and that truth has been echoed around the entire globe. It couldn't have been any more successful. I knew exactly what I was doing when I released that film. I knew I'd end up in there, and I also knew that it'd give them every opportunity to pull every trick they want.
Like a loser. Like an Elon Musk fanboy. I don't know anything about him.
After UK Foreign
I like this
Secretary
guy.
David Lammy told us in Parliament that his government was suspending free trade agreement with Israel, Keir Starmer's trade envoy was visiting Israel to promote trade. His name is Lord Ian Austin, who is also an ardent supporter of the settler colony. I will explain what a cruel joke this government is playing on the country's citizens in its desperation to shield Israel. Just last week, exactly the same day today, Lammy rose in Parliament to express his disgust over Netanyahu's decision to launch a renewed offensive in Gaza after denying 2 million people food, water, and medicine for 3 months. He appeared angry and would have us believe that Netanyahu's action had finally crossed the UK government's own red line. This was after the UK, France, and Canada wrote a joint letter to warn Israel of firm action if it didn't stop its renewed offensive in Gaza and allow the resumption of aid supply.
Regrettably, Madam Deputy Speaker, despite our efforts, this Israeli government's egregious actions and rhetoric have continued. They are isolating Israel from its friends and partners around the world, undermining the interests of the Israeli people, and damaging the image of the State of Israel in the eyes of the world. I find this deeply painful as a lifelong friend of Israel and a believer in the values expressed in its Declaration of Independence. As the Prime Minister and fellow leaders said yesterday, we cannot stand by in the face of this new deterioration. It is incompatible with the principles that underpin our bilateral relationship, rejected by members across this House, and frankly, it's an affront to the values of the British people.
Yeah.
I'm announcing that we have suspended negotiations with this Israeli government on a new free trade agreement. We will be reviewing cooperation with them under the 2013.
It's not going to come pissed off. They're all going to get pardons. There's going to be no accountability. They all know they're going to get pardons. Trump's going to pardon fucking everyone.
My honourable friend, the Minister for
fucking pardon power needs to go.
Summoning the Israeli ambassadors to the
Get rid of fucking pardon power.
But not all MPs were convinced by what Lamy had to say. Suspended Labour MP Zara Sultana had embarrassed Lamy by asking how he slept at night. This was in relation to the UK government issuing more export licenses for arms sale to Israel, despite his statement in the past that he had suspended around 30 of them.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. Between October and December 2024, the government approved over £127 million in export licenses to Israel, exceeding the combined total under the Tories for 2020 to 2023. These licenses, granted after the government's so-called temporary suspension, include components for lethal F-35 fighter jets Israel is now flying at 5 times the usual rate, decimating Gaza. Children are starving, families have been wiped out, hospitals destroyed.
I mean, the fucking Labour Party, dude, in England, they're just a sellout.
Israel targets civilians. The Foreign Secretary is personally responsible.
They're all fuckwads, dude.
Now it's time for my prospective guest on the programme, and the French surgeon accused of sexually abusing hundreds of his patients over 2 decades, most of them minors, has told the court he is asking for no leniency as his 3-month trial nears a verdict this week. Joël Squarneck has admitted sexually assaulting or raping 299 patients, 256 of them under 15, in hospitals in Western France between 1989 and 2014. Many while they were still under anaesthetic or waking up after operations. Now, whilst the case has garnered large amounts of media coverage here, many of the victims are left asking why it's not received the same coverage as that of Giselle Pellicot case earlier this year. Pellicot covertly drugged and raped, you'll remember, by her husband on numerous occasions over a 9-year period. Well, let's talk about that. Joining us now from the New Toots organisation, or All of Us organisation, is Mail Noir. New Toots is a feminist group that aims to put a stop to sexual violence. Thanks very much for joining us on the programme today. Let's talk generally about the case, first of all. I mean, of course, it's a truly horrific case, isn't it, that went under the radar, if you like, for years.
Yeah, it's an appalling case. We are revolted as feminist organizations and child rights organizations. It basically exemplifies how dysfunctional institutions such as the police, the justice system, but also the hospital, medical institutions are in France when cases of sexual violence are reported and just go under the radar. So this is extremely violent and also hard for victims to see such a lack of media attraction and just public interest on the case.
He has led some of the victims, hasn't it, to decide to come forward, to tell their story, to try and get that media coverage and get more people aware of the problem.
Yes, exactly. I think the objective was also to try and personify the case a little bit because the number of victims is so impressive. It's, as you said, 299 victims.
299
because of course, there are
fucking rapes by a doctor in a hospital.
Impressive as a number that it is hard to, understand the magnitude of violence and to sort of make it tangible. So some victims indeed decided to testify and openly, such as Giselle Pellicot did herself, to try and attract more media attention. And I'm thinking about these victims in particular, who do not, get what they were expecting in terms of wake-up calls within French society and public opinion.
Do you think that's part of the problem? I mean, one suggestion, if you like, as the reason why perhaps there isn't so much coverage is there isn't that central figure, which is El Pelica. You had the face, immediately you saw that face, you knew what the story was all about, and obviously that's not the case here.
Absolutely, and Giselle Pellico has been depicted as an iconic victim, almost like a totem of, the fight against gender-based violence and sexual violence in France. And feminist organizations have tried to mitigate this depiction by the media, especially, but not just the media, also the politicians and policymakers have also contributed to that. Precisely because when you create an icon, then anybody else who is a victim of sexual violence or gender-based violence is not, and perhaps doesn't seem to be deserving the same kind of attention. And this is what we're seeing here in the Skwarne case with more about 200 or 300 victims who are difficult to sort of identify with and be, exist as individuals and victims of violence.
What other reasons do you think there could be? I mean, one suggestion as well has been that whilst society, if you like, has started to talk about sexual violence amongst adults, perhaps that conversation has not happened in the same way with children, and most of the victims here were children.
YouTube プレミアムなら YouTube も YouTube ミュージックアプリも全部広告なし。動画も音楽専用アプリもノンストップ YouTube プレミアムサブスク一つで2つのアプリを1ヶ月無料体験
I agree. Perhaps it's also because the Skwarne victims are in a way a bit more relatable. We've all been children visiting a doctor, visiting a surgeon perhaps. So it is easier perhaps to identify with the victim themselves, even though we don't know who they are. We don't have a single public iconic figure. But yet we might also think, it could have been me. And perhaps Pellico's case, and also again the way that he has been depicted
pissed off. I dated a doctor, right?
Was a bit more.
I dated a doctor. Okay, and she was crazy hot. She told me that all of her male, I was like, why don't you date, all of the male fucking doctor students were all gross and the types of guys that, are just disgusting. That's what attracts. It's kind of like, gay guys in the priesthood to molest that the male doctors. That was her comment about her classmates in medical school. She really thought nothing about them. That they were all just fucking, guys who couldn't fucking get laid, so they became a fucking doctor. And they were going into gynecology and shit like that. I made my chicken. I made my roast chicken here for the lunch, for the kids have lunch tomorrow. Yeah, it's sickening. But that was from my she's a doctor now. But that's what she thought. I asked her about the guys, I was like, any hot guys? She's like, no, they're all fucking disgusting. It was in Florida State University. She went to, she did her residency there, and then she went to University of Florida residency. All right, chicken done. Chicken done. Dishes done. Let me get rid of this water. I haven't seen JS in a while. Hope he's doing all right. Jessica did her first rescue, so she's all excited. There you go. Yeah, I want to know if it were male or female victims for that doctor. You know, the girl was he at what, not? It was 299. All right, buddy. You have a good day. It's fucking coming up on 11. Probably both. Yeah, sicko. I could ask AI, but I'm gonna go to bed. Put on my chanting music. All right, later. Thanks for stopping by, brother. I'll talk to you later.